Yellow, and this week I become a mobster, Bryant learns to live with himself, and Randall goes to space. This and more on this week's episode of the ADLR Podcast. All right, and we are here, episode 74 of the ADLR Podcast. Welcome, everyone. I got Randall in the background looking at his phone off camera again. I need to slide over, Randall. I was not kidding. Like, you need to slide all the way over.
I don't want to be in the corner, man.
Well, what do you want from me, all right? This is in the studio, all right? We got Brian, the brother, next to me. Over here. Nope. So F that one up this way. And we got Kelsey eating nachos, what it seems like.
No, peanut butter crackers.
Oh, okay. Well, that was close. You're eating it.
You weren't.
Well, you were eating it.
Okay, so if you want to go over that technical route, then yes. Technically, I was eating.
Yeah, that's where I always go. Technically right. If you want to be technically right, you can go to patreon.com/ADLRplays and support the show. That makes you always right. You can join the ranks. And if not, you can go to the ADLR, www.adlrplays.com, where it's the one-stop shop for all of my content, podcasts, let's plays, etc. You can donate to Extra Life from my site as well. I think we're still at a regular fitted out. Is it fitting? I don't remember how much it is. Brian, what are you doing?
Trying to copy this in.
Got it. Okay. Let me just take off this preview, put this over. All right. So, Randall, how do you want to do this? We have predictions to do, and we got some reviews to do here. You want to rush through the reviews to get the predictions?
Predictions for the what? The awards?
The Game Awards, yeah. We'll do predictions of like Game Awards. Like,
what do you think is going to take the most time?
Probably the predictions, because there's a lot of categories. I don't know if it's more than last year, but there's a lot of esports one that I want to just run through, and then we'll take care of the other ones because the other ones are a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, I think you should do whatever takes the longest first.
Whatever takes the longest first.
Yeah,
I would think it'd be the other way around.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what?
When is the Game Awards?
This Thursday. I forgot what time though. I'm not prepared. I'm trash. I'm sorry.
Then we probably should just do that, because if we're gonna go through and like give our predictions, that's probably gonna take the longest, and since we're not gonna be able to do it next week,
Yeah.
probably should just do that.
You're right. Everyone's right. Let's get through that. I can't see what time it starts though.
Right there.
Thanks, Brian. I saw it now.
Anytime, dude.
Oh, they're gonna perform at churches. Are gonna perform. Green Day is gonna perform. Awesome.
Hopefully, it's better than whatever that was last year.
Well, churches was there last year. I don't think Green Day was there last year, or maybe they were. Who knows? I don't know what time. Why isn't it showing me the time? Let me see if the Twitter tells me the time. Everybody, hold on to your seats. No, I don't see. It just doesn't tell me. It's just the 12th. Everything just says the 12th. You guys Googling this, or am I just looking like an idiot here?
I didn't Google it at all.
So I'm looking like an idiot here. Got it.
Let me see.
2019 time.
That's,
it says 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern.
So 8:30 to 10:30. Okay, beautiful. 2-hour show, 8:30 Eastern. You guys can do your own wherever you're listening to. You can do your conversions there. So 8:30. We might be able to like get our live reactions too as well. So so if I can get that out of the way. Thursday I'm streaming that.
You would be.
I guess I won't stream Thursday and then just be in your stream.
I guess we can do that and get hype over Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not gonna get hype over anything. The only thing that I'm expecting to happen is the last character for Smash Season Pass, and it's gonna be Master Chief. You
think it's Master Chief for real? Okay, he put the called it on it. All right,
I was thinking that, or an MK character, just because I don't know why. I felt like they had to put another fighting game representative, but I'm Master Chief.
Okay. So here's how okay, Brian. So I was thinking of finding a way to give ourselves partial points because last year I did laughably bad with a gentleman's like 2 points. So I don't know if you guys want to do half points or quarter points, which means you can have multiple selections, but your points are divided. So even if you get one of them right, you get that amount of points.
I'm all in every time.
I mean, you can do that. I don't know if you guys
That's
want to
what I'm
allow
doing.
that or just not do that and just let's stick to just 1 point for everything.
1 point for everything sounds good to me.
Randall, you feel the same way?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then we're not doing any halvesies. Well, Anthony, I
Yeah,
hope you
pussy.
love last place because that's where you're going. So okay. Here are all the categories, and we'll start with the esports one. So, top to bottom, VR and AR game, strategy game, sports racing game, score and music, role playing, performance, which is like voice actors, like voice performance, ongoing game, narrative, multiplayer game, mobile game, independent game, games for impact, game direction, fresh indie game, fighting game, family game, esports team, esports player, esports host, esports game of the year, esports event, esports coach, content creator of the year, community support, audio design, art direction, action/adventure, and then just action, and then game of the year.
Can you send me what you're looking at?
You can get the list if you go to thegameawards.com/nominees. And it shows you the ones that are.
I'm gonna read
show
off
you
the.
list.
Okay, I was gonna just read off the nominees.
Yeah, but I want to see it too.
Okay, that's fine. Let's start with
Yeah,
the
we can
esports,
fight.
so I guess. All right, because I want to get those out of the way because I really have the least input in all the esports stuff. So
I think you should go to that link because it has the list and all the nominees, and we could follow along rather than jumping around.
what do you mean?
Gotta be honest.
I don't know what you're saying. Do you talking
So
to me or Brian?
Both of you. I posted the link for the nominees in
Yeah.
in Discord. It has the different categories with the games, so that you
okay.
can see all the.
I'm looking at a Google Sheets page that I made myself privately, so I can keep track of the points. I have
Oh.
all of that information.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. So
Yeah.
we're doing esports first.
Esports team.
Esports team.
Yes. So
Esports team. Got it.
the nominees are Astralis?
Astralis.
I'm sorry, I don't know the names. G2 Esports. Okay, first of all, let's go back. Astralis is a CS:GO team. G2 Esports is a League of Legends team. OG is a Dota 2 team. San Francisco Shock is a team in the Overwatch League, and then Team Liquid's CS:GO team. Cast your predictions.
Astralis.
I think it's gonna be San Francisco Shock. Overwatch League, I think, has the most hype. Either that or Dota 2.
I'm going with G2.
You're gonna go with G2. Lock that in, Brian.
Final answer.
Okay. Loot. Brian's in for G2 Esports. Randall.
Whichever one is League of Legends.
Whichever one's League of Legends?
Yeah.
G2 Esports. Oh my god. We're gonna have a race here, my guys. I'm gonna go with San Francisco Shock. With the Overwatch people. Kelsey, last one.
Astralis.
Oh, you're going for Astralis. Okay. You said it already? I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, my
This is
bad.
the first
My
thing I
bad.
said.
My bad. All right, that one's good to go. Esports Player of the Year.
Sonic Fox. Oh wait.
Unfortunately, yeah, they don't have him on here. We have Booga, who's a Fortnite player. He's the kid who won the 3 million. Was it 3 million? Anyway, the Fortnite World Championship. Faker, he's a League of Legends player. Perks, he's a League of Legends player. Excuse me. Simple with a 1 is CS:GO player. And then Sinatra is an Overwatch player.
Fortnite kid.
Faker.
All right, hold on. One at a time. Randall, you going with the who? Faker?
Faker.
All right, Randall. Boom. You're locked in. Brian, you quickly send an answer to
Fortnite kid.
the Fortnite kid. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Think because of the popularity of
Mhm.
the tournament. Yeah, that's my exact.
I
my
didn't even know there
exact
was a
thinks.
Fortnite tournament going on.
No, you know about this story. He won $3 million from playing Fortnite.
Yeah, I
No,
think we
I
talked about it. I think we talked about it on
We've
the
said that on this podcast.
Yeah.
Not something that registered with me.
Because what
We
happens with
banned
Kelsey is you mention Fortnite and then his mind goes to Ninja and then rant of Ninja and then everything else he forgot.
And he practices his right hook.
Yeah. And then Kelsey, what are you gonna pick?
Also going with Faker.
Oh, okay. Easy. These are gonna be easy. We quickly run through these. Esports host. I have no idea. These are all people who do like
Shocks.
shot. Is that how you pronounce it? Thank goodness you know how to pronounce it. 'Cause I looked at it, I'm like, there's
Yes.
no way I'm gonna be able to do this without butchering it. So it's Shocks.
Her name is Shocks.
Okay, cool. Thank God. When I was writing this out, I'm like, I'm gonna butcher this on air. It's gonna be embarrassing.
So she started off with League of Legends, and she just recently, within the last like couple of years, kind of went free contract. So she still does a lot of League stuff, but I think she also dabbles in a lot of other things because she's trying to further her career outside of just League.
Just League, yeah. Especially being a shoutcaster and you know about other games, you might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then there's Machine, Red Eye, Golden Boy, and Candace.
So
Candice.
Machine does CS:GO, and I think something else. Red Eye, don't honestly remember, and I don't know the other two.
I'm going with Golden Boy.
Yep, me. Only person I like seen on stream is Golden Boy. The rest I have no idea. Cobra in the chat is in here saying she's a hot Belgian chick.
She is.
All right, so me and Brian are we're gonna lock in Golden Boy because that's the only person I know on that list.
Is it because he looks like Bryant with glasses?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think his story was like he used to be like homeless or like really poor as a kid, and then he eventually just became a big like esports host. So I respect that. If that's even his story, and I didn't just make it up.
Brian just dreamt of his story. Brian's gonna make a movie for him, and that was his backstory. Randall, what did you lock in?
Shocks.
Shocks. All right, Randall's here. That's not what I wanted. And Kelsey.
Also Shocks.
What the heck? Do you guys know something we don't?
She was pretty big in the casting community. Machine's getting up there. I feel like I know who
Red Eye.
Red Eye is.
Do you know who would probably win if they actually represented the fighting game community?
Yipes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. I read
Tasty
Brian's
Steve,
mind.
but you know,
I think Yipes more over Tasty Steve, man.
well, Tasty Steve commentates Tekken, Guilty Gear, Dragon Ball, Street Fighter. He does way more games.
Yeah, but which one of them goes?
Well, I mean, Tasty Steve sings to a song that has no words.
You're not answering my question. Dang, that's
So
what I
Red
thought.
Eye is apparently a Dota 2, and he's done some CS:GO.
Okay.
Unicorn.
What does Golden Boy do?
Mostly FPS games, I think. I like
I
shooting
think
games.
so.
Shooters, if I'm not mistaken, because I've seen him in Call of Duties. I think I've seen him in Siege as well. I thought I saw him in CS:GO as well, but I guess maybe not. If you guys watched a bunch of tournaments and haven't seen him on there.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of Overwatch League recently.
And yeah, that makes
But
sense.
yeah, he did Call of Duty, Halo, and Overwatch is his most recent stuff. And I don't know who.
I don't know who Candice or Candice is.
If I had to guess, it's Overwatch.
Looks like League of Legends.
Told you.
Javi's saying Red Eye did like Dota and CS:GO. All right. So
I think
that's-
she's the Chinese League of Legends broadcaster.
okay. So it is Candace. Okay. Moving on to esports game of the year. CS:GO, Dota 2, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. Literally anything that's not fighting games, these are the games that are esports.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing left.
I know what it's not gonna be.
I think it's gonna be Fortnite. Like this is an easy point for
No.
everyone, right? You don't think?
No.
You think Dota 2?
No, it's between
No.
It's between League and Overwatch, but most likely League.
I was gonna say between League and CS:GO personally, but
Mm,
Overwatch has been getting a lot of hype recently. So
I think it's anything on there but CS:GO, dude.
That's exactly what I was thinking. CS:GO is like the one that's not gonna win.
Yeah, I
Thursday. Counter Strike Global Offensive.
and then Kelsey's like, yes, free point. That's the one. If they say CS:GO, I'll be shocked. There's no way that game is. No, Brian. Can someone grab him? I don't know what.
Fortnite.
I was gonna go Overwatch.
I'm going with League.
I'm locking. Yeah. You said you're gonna get League. Okay.
League, yeah. Because like I watch a lot of CS:GO, but League is actually still pretty big. ESL and Face It TV do a lot of CS:GO stuff that I watch. I don't really care about Dota 2, so it's not on my list. Fuck Fortnite, and I don't care about Overwatch. So.
Oh my god, Cobra! Yeah, Javi and Cobra are like, it's either Fortnite or Overwatch.
I'm gonna go with Fortnite just because you guys didn't say it.
Gotcha. Well, we don't know what Randall's gonna pick, so Randall, you're up.
League
as well. Easy. Oh snap! What do you guys know? Are you guys messaging each other?
Wasn't League the one from last year?
I don't care.
I don't remember actually.
Sure League was last year.
I'd have to look at the doc. All right, everybody voted on that. Cool.
I mean, League goes out of their way to provide some of the best content for esports, the esports game. There is like all of their tournaments and everything are super overdone, and they've got like a great casting staff and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know,
they even advertise within the game.
Yeah,
like they do a pretty good job at it.
Like I've seen Dota 2. It doesn't have near the quality of production for the casting and things. Overwatch, I don't really pay attention to. The things that I have seen, I don't know if it's changed. It's pretty terrible. And then Fortnite, from what I understand, it's like any other battle royale shooter, and it just isn't very well done. I mean, it's just kind of a haphazardly like, oh, we're gonna get into this. You won. How do you feel? How'd you do it? I shot more people than the other guy. Great. Moving on.
The real answer is I built the Tower of Pisa in 3 minutes.
I have no input. I don't watch any of this, so I'm in terrible on your one, I guess.
I don't watch any of these. I'm figuring Fortnite's the bigger game out of all three of these. So
I'm gonna be very biased on the next one. So the next one is esports event. 2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, Evo 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM at Katowice. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Katowice, something like that.
Oh, Katowice. Oh, it's Italian?
I don't know.
Okay, 2019, League of Legends World Championship 2019, and the International 2019. I'm gonna lock in Evo because this is like the only freaking fighting game tournament thing we've spoken about in all of the freaking what's it called? So, and I like watching Evo every year. So,
I don't care if it doesn't win. All I'm gonna say is that that's the only thing I can support from the fighting game community. So I'm just gonna.
You're locking in Evo.
One whole point on that, yeah.
All right, let's go, Brian. Hopefully we win this. Randall.
What were the options again?
2019 Overwatch League Grand Finals, Evo 2019, Fortnite World Cup, IEM Katowice 2019, which I think it's CS:GO and.
It should just be CS:GO.
Oh, I thought it was 2 games. Okay, then it's CS:GO. It's like a CS:GO tournament, and then League of Legends World Championship 2019, and then the International 2019.
I don't know what the International is.
League.
That's Dota. That's the biggest Dota 2 thing. Yeah.
Oh.
I almost spat on you.
Why would you say you spat on him? When's the last time you loaded up Dota, Brian?
You remember?
Okay, we're moving on. So which one?
Yeah, but it's still big. It's still one of the biggest esports events.
The world, Randall's. You're locking in League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going 100% in with League of Legends. Kelsey, what are you locking in? Same or
also League?
A World Championship?
Yeah, the World Championship.
Got it. Oh, there's no other one. Why am I asking that? I'm stupid.
That's a fucking clown.
Well, at first I thought there were 2 because it said Overwatch League, and all I read was 2019 League Grand Finals. I'm just completely like Overwatch does not exist.
You just replaced it with a game you wanted it to win. Oh my god. All right. We're almost done with the esports section. Esports Coach of the Year. So I mean, this is gonna be me. This is me throwing a dart. We have Adrian, the Team Liquid coach for CS:GO. Kane, the Team Liquid coach for League of Legends. Grabs, the G2 Esports coach for League of Legends. Kakoma, or just Koma, is the SK Telecom T1 coach for League of Legends. Sakshka, the OG coach for Dota 2 players. And Zonic, the Astralis. Is that how you say it, right? Astralis. Dang it. Coach for CS:GO.
I'm gonna go with Fabian.
Brian. Randall, what's your pick?
Can you? I've been trying to find a link that Kelsey posted because I don't want to keep asking you what it is again.
Oh, because he put it in the podcast. Can you send it directly to him? He's not in the podcast call.
Yeah, give me a sec.
He'll send it to you in a sec.
I don't know why he said Bryant. Like, I didn't say someone's name on there.
What?
I said Fabian. You're like, Bryant.
Yeah, but I don't have. I just put their like nicknames on here. I didn't put their full name.
Grabs. Yo, how am I supposed to know that? You didn't say it.
You know
That's
how I
just a
listed
thought,
off
dude.
the nominations? You just say what
And you said
on the
his whole
nomination.
name.
I said Grabs. That's
you said
it.
his whole name. You liar. You said his whole name.
I didn't hear him say it. I was wondering who
no.
the fuck Fabian was.
Yeah, I did not say Fabian. My document says Grabs.
Calling the cops.
Brian's over here time travel. He's dimension traveling. It's not listed on here. There's no way I know his name.
I'm calling the cops.
So Brian, you're locking in Grabs. You know him? Like you've seen him, or you just taking a wild? This is a dart.
His first name stuck out to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Dota 2 guy. I don't know why. Sakshka.
Which one is this again?
This is esports coach. Kelsey, which one are you gonna lock in? Brian, why are you wrestling your mic?
Cause fuck you.
All right.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Zonic.
Zonic on this one.
Cause that's the closest thing to Sonic Fox.
I don't. Okay.
Randall,
when you decide to tell me who you're gonna pick, aim for the mic. Cause I know he's just gonna say yell it while he's looking at his phone.
No, he fell asleep.
The Dota 2 dude.
Saksha? Ryan, Randall, we're in it together. Brian, get that. All right, cool. And I think that's it for the esports. So next we'll do content creator of the year to get all these non-game specific worked out of the way.
I already know.
Same here.
What's the next one? Sorry.
Content creator of the year. We have Courage JD, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Grefeg. I think it's Greg with an F in the middle. I don't know if that's a typo. And then Shroud. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Dr. Lupo. Because I'm a huge fan of Dr. Lupo, so shout out to him.
Huge fan. When's his birthday?
Yesterday. Got him.
Liar. Go with Shroud.
You going to go with Shroud? I got you. Look at Cobra earning those brownie points, bro. Let's go. Look at Cobra.
Name 5 contents he made.
Yeah, before we go there, name 5 Let's Plays you watched of mine.
No, 5 contents.
5 contents. Anyway, for the audio listeners, Cobra in the chat said content creator of the year is ADLR, and I agree. Brian, you said Shroud?
That's what I said.
All right. Kelsey, what you got?
Also Shroud.
Dang it. You guys know something I don't know. Randall, what you got?
Same.
Okay. I hate all of you. Community support. No, actually, that's per game. So I think we're done with the non-game stuff. Javi
Ewok's a little deaf girl?
That's what Javi in the chat's saying. He voted for Ewok because I want the little deaf girl to win. Okay.
Oh, I want that too, but I think Shroud's gonna win.
All right, guys. I think we're into the games now. Let's start. at the worthless one. VR and AR game of the year.
So there's one oh, well, I guess that is part of the game. I was gonna say performance, but apparently it's voice acting.
Kelsey, I swear to you, I will suplex you till next year. I said that out loud.
I was reading the list. Fuck off.
So VR and AR game of the year. Nominees are Asgard's Wrath, Blood and Truth, Beat Saber, No Man's Sky, and Trover Saves the Universe. I'm gonna give it to Beat Saber.
Yeah, because it's like
when I think VR at this point, it's become the poster child for VR, in my opinion. So like that's an easy point for everyone, I think.
No,
I make you all. What you gonna vote for?
I'm gonna vote for Trover because that's from the people who made Rick and Morty. So,
and you think everyone's
gonna just because of that?
Okay. Kelsey, what are you gonna lock in?
Beat Saber though.
I'm going with Beat Saber too.
No, it's the first one.
I don't know. I thought that was so funny. Randall, what are you locking in?
I like to lock in my vote for Beat Saber 3.
Oh, snappy. Let's go. All right. Nice and quick. All right. So something I have no business picking. Strategy game of the year.
Free.
Our nominees are Age of Wonders, Planetfall, Anno, I think I should pronounce it, 1800,
Yeah.
Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, Total War, 3 Kingdoms, Tropico 6, and Wargroove.
Fire Emblem.
That's an easy lock for you?
Fire Emblem.
All right. I'm going to go with Fire Emblem 2 because all the detail you guys went into, it seemed like a very in-depth strategy game.
I mean, it's not really.
I mean, the first time you told me. Once you told me your setup of just slaughtering everyone.
The systems allow for complex stuff. It's just that there's pretty gaping exploits that you can do with your team.
And I don't know anything about the other games, so I'm just gonna go with what I know. And the closest thing to knowing anything about a game in this list is Fire Emblem because you guys went into detail with how the game plays mechanically. So let's hope for Fire Emblem, right? Kelsey, what are you gonna lock in?
In 1 second.
All right, that's fine. Randall, do you have your pick or no?
I'm gonna go with Age of Wonders, Planetfall.
Okay. Any particular reason?
No.
It's the way you said, "Look, give me a minute," and then you came so confidently with that. This man has
No,
like.
I mean it's kind of like a Civ game.
Oh, so
sort
it's
of
not.
like, I think
Go
it's
ahead.
like a Civ game,
Okay.
and but I think there's a lot more to it than just being a Civ game.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it to that one. I really don't think Fire Emblem's that strategic. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward game. There's not much to think about. You move characters into places and then watch them beat the shit out of each other.
You're making me rethink my selection here. I don't like it.
I played the original Anno and I didn't really care for it.
Okay.
I haven't played the second one. Total War is probably a pretty decent one. I've never played Tropico. I don't know what the hell Wargroove is.
I'm swapping mine. I'm picking Total War. Something tells me I can't jump on this. Watch Brian be the only one to get a point for Fire Emblem. But there's something about that. I'm just like, no, I don't think Fire Emblem's going to win.
It's not asking what's the most strategic game, saying best strategy game. And that's what it's going to be.
Okay. And Kelsey, you sticking with Age of Wonders. Randall, you're last.
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem. Oh, you got a partner with you. These guys are I'm gonna get like 2 points, bro. Yeah, I'm just laughing to myself. I don't give a shit. Sports and racing game of the year. The nominee. I'm voting for one out of just.
I'm voting for the same one.
Yeah, we added because of I haven't bought it yet, but when I do. Nominees are Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled, Dirt Rally
Amazing
2.0, Football Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. I don't know if the E is a typo in the front of it or not, so I didn't.
Football.
Yeah, like it said football, so I'm like, F1 2019 and FIFA 20. I'm gonna lock in Crash. Yeah, you too, Brian? Yeah, like that's my man, man. Like Crash Team Racing is, and I yet to play this, but I'm sure it's fantastic. Kelsey, you gonna think?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Dirt, but I'm going with Crash as well.
Yeah. Let's all lose together. Yeah, to be honest, it's probably gonna be either Dirt or Evolution Pro, the football Pro Evolution. Randall, what you got, man?
I want to go with Dirt.
Dirt Rally 2.0?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be the other one that gets points.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to lose so badly.
FIFA's
Best
gonna win.
score and music. This is going to be
one.
easy. Yep, talk about it. Easy. Nominees are Cadence of Hyrule, Death Stranding, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. I'm going to lock in Cadence of Hyrule because I played that game a lot this year, and that music never gets old. Both remixes, like the attack version of the songs, the chill version of the songs, once you clear out the enemy, all of it sounds great.
I'm going to do a hot take here.
Go for it.
No one's going to say Cadence of Hyrule. I almost wanted to go with the last game because I like the title. Sounds cool.
You guys are both clearly wrong. It's definitely going to be.
I'm gonna
Cadence
hit you.
of Hyrule.
Okay. I thought you were gonna hit me hard with the troll and say Death Stranding. I was gonna throw you through your cyberspace. Cobra, I'll go through the internet and get you. You think I'm kidding? Death Stranding. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna have a camera dedicated to just my eyes on Thursday, and every time Death Stranding gets picked for just probably every single thing that's nominated, I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Randall, what are you picking? Oh snap! He peeping right now. Look at his stance. Yeah.
Lost in thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. No, I can't say that out here. So
I got lost in the thoughts. Hear me?
Oh, Brian cleaned it up. Javi's like, if Death Stranding wins anything, it's rigged. I 100% completely agree with you.
The next category.
Cadence.
Hold on. Say again.
Cadence.
Cadence of Hyrule as well?
Mm-hmm.
Easy. We either all get a point there or we all lose a point there. Cobra in the chat's asking, if Death Stranding wins 2 awards, I think you should stream a full playthrough. No, Cobra. I am not playing Death Stranding. F that game.
He's gonna be playing Half-Life Alyx instead.
I'm not playing that either.
Okay.
Unless they make a non-VR version. Next category, role-playing game. The nominees are Disco Elysium, Final Fantasy XIV, Kingdom Hearts 3, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and The Outer Worlds. This is going to be a difficult one.
I'm torn.
Not that I'm torn, because there's a lot of games that I can see winning this. I can see Outer Worlds because of the Fallout debacle. Everyone loves the old Obsidian Fallouts, and this one ended up being fun for the people who liked Fallout. They love this game. Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Capcom's been on a roll with Monster Hunter. And even with the expansion that came out, I think, to my knowledge, everyone loved the expansion. And then Disco Elysium is the indie game that people are loving that came out like a month or 2 ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they're all RPGs, I think. Yeah,
for me, it's between 2 of them that I think are actually going to win.
Well, go for it.
Final Fantasy XIV.
Really?
Or Disco Elysium.
I
mean, I could be making shit up, but I know more people that play 14 than any other MMO.
But I thought that I was going to save it until we get to ongoing game, but I would think Final Fantasy has a better running in ongoing game.
What's an ongoing?
Well, maybe we'll get to
going for like more than 10 years.
No, I know what that means. I was saying what was nominated.
I mean, we'll get to it. But for this one, what are you guys locking in?
Man, this is tough.
Yeah, this is a tough one. That's why I'm still torn between 2 as well.
I'm going with Final Fantasy.
You going Final Fantasy? Randall's like, yo, while you little ladies discuss it, I'm picking my stuff. All right, I'm gonna go Outer Worlds. That's
Disco Elysium.
All right, Kelsey, you're last here.
I think I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy as well.
Okay. Oof. I like to see this when we all pick different things because that's how we know when people are gonna get ahead in the game. You know.
What do you mean all? They doubled up.
They know something. They've been messaging each other. They I think they know somebody in the what's it called? Next category is best performance. Like voice acting. We have the nominees are Ashley Birch, who plays Parvati in The Outer Worlds, Courtney Hope, who plays Jesse Faden in Control, Laura Bailey, who plays Kate Diaz in Gears 5, Mads Mikkelsen, who plays Cliff in Death Stranding, Matthew Peretta, who plays Dr. Casper Darling in Control, Norman Reedus as Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding. I'm going to just go ahead and lock in my Courtney Hope one, thanks. Actually, I'm torn between Courtney and Matthew, because they both did fantastic in Control.
I'm torn between two of them. One of them's Matthew, because I enjoyed the bit I saw of him on there.
Yeah.
And the other one, just because I think it's an actual actor, Mads Mikkelsen.
What do you...
I'm kind of torn between Mads and Norman.
I'm going with Mads.
Okay, Randall's going straight to Mads. Okay. So, Brian, you don't think voice acting is acting?
No, but what I mean by actual acting is like body, not like what I mean actual, I don't mean voice acting. I mean like using their body, and I don't mean like it's above voice acting.
Oh, you mean like they use mocap?
Yeah, like when I say he's an actual actor, I mean like he does live action stuff.
You mean he comes from like film and theater and stuff?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I'm like, yo, why are you knocking on these kids for doing voice act? Courtney Hope is also an actual actor. In that definition. I don't know, but I know she is one.
Name 3 cereals.
All right. So me and Randall, we got our locks in. So Brian, which one you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Laura Bailey just because Gears is big.
Okay, that's a safe bet. Kelsey, bring us home.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be Mads, but I'm gonna go with Ashley Birch as Parvati.
Oh, okay. Nice. I didn't expect you to pick that. I thought you were gonna pick Mads as well.
I think it's gonna be between those two. Like it's gonna be Mads or Laura. Because Laura's basically the Nolan North of female voice acting.
Yeah, I think
Mads
so.
Mikkelsen is minus Doctor Strange. He's pretty good in everything he's in.
All right, next category. Best ongoing game. The nominees are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege. This is an easy pick for me, mostly because I see it on the... Mostly because I see articles written about this game more than any other, and it's Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to give it to Rainbow Six Siege.
Has Apex Legends even been out a year?
Not yet. It came out this year.
Why the fuck is it on here, dude?
I have no idea.
Know.
That's so stupid. Who does this? Who makes?
I mean, I think they're in season 3 or 4 already, which I don't really understand. But
no, but this game came out like in February of this year.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not even counting it. If it wins, dude, I'm gonna be really upset.
I'm going with Rainbow Six.
Randall's locking in with Rainbow Six as well. Like I think it's an easy pick.
I'm going with Final Fantasy.
Oh, really?
Also going with Final Fantasy.
Whoa, what do you guys know?
Civil War 2, dude.
Randall, you better ready to take some hits, bro. Because Kelsey can pack a wallop and Brian's got guns. All right?
There's a bunch of pressure on me because I want to keep the streak alive. I won last year. I want to win this year.
That's true. That's true. Moving on to the next category. Best Narrative. And the nominees are A Plague Tale, Innocence, Control, Death Stranding, Disco Elysium, and The Outer Worlds.
Disco Elysium.
I don't know. The only game I've played on here to completion is Control. So I'm going with Control. Brian, you said Disco Elysium?
Yeah, I didn't get far enough in Control for me to care about the story because, as you know, it starts with them just throwing terms at you like you're supposed to know what that means.
Gotcha.
I'm
But
going
Disco
with Death
Elysium,
Stranding.
Randall, you did what? Oh my!
and
It's
to
not
his-
about to me. This thing is not about what I think. It's
Yeah, I
about
know.
what I think is going to get picked.
And you think Death Stranding's gonna win all? Best Randall, I can't right now with you.
to its defense, I've been hearing that the story is good. It's just the gameplay's actual garbage.
Okay,
That's just from what I've been hearing.
Kelsey, bring some sanity back to this.
I'm going with Outer Worlds.
Okay, if he would have said
Like,
Death Stranding to him, like,
I-
we're done with this
I,
episode.
No, I mean, I haven't played a ton of it. I got, into the game. I really enjoyed the narrative. I was really excited to see what's going on, but I just kind of lost interest in the gameplay.
Javi says when the lady says she's Princess Beach, what is he referencing right now? That's when I knew it was good. This one I knew.
Death Stranding, I guess.
That's a line in the game. We're moving on. We got our locks. We're moving on. Next category. Best multiplayer game.
Oh,
This is-
free.
I think it's going to be free for me, but let's see. The nominees are Apex Legends, Borderlands 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Tetris 99, and Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
Call of
Modern
Duty.
Warfare.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, is it not a renowned Modern Warfare?
There's only
I'm
one
locking
that
Modern
don't-
Warfare. Brian, you're locking in Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
Modern Warfare.
Randall's locking in Modern Warfare. Kelsey,
Modern Warfare.
let's get it.
I'd low key think Apex Legends is gonna win this, but I'm
There's
going Modern
no,
Warfare.
there's no way, because anyone who's in that panel of people who did this voting, it says best multiplayer game. Out of every game on here, what game can you play on all platforms against each other?
Borderlands 3.
Wrong,
Apex Legends.
wrong again. Cobra says Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Nah, like I said, Modern Warfare already has a leg up with cross-platform play.
Anthony, he works for Ubisoft. So
That's true. He has to say that. You're right. Javi says he forgot Apex was a game. Cobra says,
Same.
have you heard the news? You get Death Stranding for free if you buy Google Stadia in December. Then good. I didn't get it in December, so I'm not getting that in my library.
You got a pocket.
Shoot. All right. Next category.
Sayonara.
Best mobile game. The nominees are Call of Duty
Speaking of-
Mobile, Grindstone, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sky Children of the Light, and What the Golf.
You mean PUBG Mobile's not on here? What is this shit?
No, that's no, no,
I was
no.
waiting for
Kelsey.
Diablo Immortal to be on here, but
Oh, you have fun.
Going with Grindstone.
Okay,
Grindstone.
Kelsey's going with the grind. What? Why are you guys going with Grindstone? What is this game? I'm going with Call of
It's
Duty Mobile.
amazing. You've never played Grindstone?
No, I haven't played Grindstone.
Neither have I.
This mother. All right, Brian, what are you locking? I locked in Call of Duty Mobile because it got a huge buzz, and I still think it's making a bunch of cash for 10 cents. So
what the fuck is Sky?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Sayonara Wild Hearts because it's been nominated multiple times.
Okay, that's a pretty decent strat right there. Let's
Can't
do
like
it.
saying the name.
Best independent game. The nominees are Baba Is You, Disco Elysium, Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, not Worlds, Wilds, and Untitled Goose Game.
The Untitled Goose Game, I think, is coming to the Xbox.
It's coming to the PS4. Today they announced it during their State of Play.
Katana Zero.
Randall's just going in for that Katana Zero. Nice, easy pick. I think it's gonna be Untitled Goose Game because that is the most memed, Reddit posted thing on this planet. So that's an easy point for myself. What are you guys locking in?
Disco Elysium.
Oh, Brian's going full in on Disco, huh? All right, Kelsey, what are you doing?
I've heard a lot of really good things about Katana Zero.
Yeah,
going
from
with them.
me.
No. Have you mentioned it?
I'm gonna punch him so hard he turns 2 years old, dude. Oh my god, I swear to God, dude. Next category. Games for Impact. And the nominees are Concrete Genie, Grease, Kind Words, Life is Strange 2, and Sea of Solitude.
I'm gonna go Grease because I like how it looks.
Okay, locking in Grease off bat. I'm gonna go Life is Strange 2 because I played Life is Strange 1 and it was great. So I'm just by default. Hopefully that wins.
It was between those two for me.
Kelsey, you got one, or Randall?
I was going with Grease.
Grease as well. Okay. Randall, what you got?
Grease.
Oh, what do you guys know? I'm telling you, I'm like, first place, Brian with 87 points, and then Anthony -6. Game direction, or best game direction. Sorry, for the next category, and the nominees are. You want to share with the class?
Clearly, it's Death Stranding.
Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and Outer Wilds. I'm going to go ahead and use my bias again and go with Control. Brian, you going with Resident Evil for best game direction?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Resident Evil 2, locked in.
Sekiro.
Shadows Die Twice for Randall. And Kelsey, bring us home.
I'm gonna have to go with Sekiro too because I played it. I haven't played any of the others. I don't know anything about Control.
Cobra says we should all answer Death Stranding at one point, just to see Anthony's face. You're gonna see my face because I know it's gonna win something. It's gonna win something at that awards, and I'm not. I'm gonna walk off and just yell off camera. Javi in the chat says Sekiro is my favorite game okay, he put game twice. That came out this year. Okay. I feel that it was well received, so I can see that. Next category. Fresh indie game. And the nominees are Disco Elysium by ZAUM, Grease by Nomada Studio, My Friend Pedro by Dead Toast Entertainment, Outer Wilds by Mobius Digital, Slay the Spire by Megacrit, and Untitled Goose Game by House. Again, I'm going to go with the meme that is still running rampant all over Reddit. And that's Untitled Goose Game.
House.
You too, Randall?
Mm-hmm.
House. The Bryants. What do you got for me?
The bias wants me to say Slay the Spire.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna go with.
Because you guys played that, right?
I'm gonna go with Slay the Spire.
Okay.
Do it.
Disco Elysium.
Let's get it. Damn, Brian is putting he is investing in this Disco Elysium, dude.
I've seen it's gotten like overwhelmingly positive reviews, and then me just reading how the game plays, I'm like, yeah, I want to try that.
All right, Brian Randall, are you ready?
Smash Brothers.
Oh, damn, he's good to go. The next category is best fighting game.
Don't
the
even
nominees.
Read the second one. Don't even read it.
The nominees are Dead or Alive 6, Jump Force, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So we can all say Smash Brothers, right? Because if Kelsey, I know you want to say Jump Force, but don't. Smash Bros. I'm locking in Smash Bros.
There's really only two games that are gonna win.
And it's Mortal Kombat or Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Those, to be honest, I think those are the only two that I think have a. If Jump Force wins this, No, I can't even think like that.
No, literally, if it says Jump Force wins, and I'm leaving your stream. I'm not watching the rest of this. Then I'm done for the night.
Gotcha. So, Brian, you doing Smash as well, or Mortal Kombat?
Fuck.
Because those are the two that I think actually have a chance of winning. The Samurai Showdown, I don't see it. Jump Force is laughably on here, and Dead or Alive 6, I didn't hear any buzz on it.
I want to say MK, but I'm gonna go with Smash.
Okay. Me and Brian locking in Smash Brothers. Randall? Yo, he already did. He gave us way before. He pre-ordered. Kelsey, what you got? Don't say Jump
Smash.
Force. Okay.
Smash.
So we either all get a free point or we lose one. Next category is
Mario Maker 2.
Randall, wait. Now he wants to be all ahead of the game. Best family game. Nominees are Luigi's Mansion 3, Ring Fit Adventure, Super Mario Maker 2, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Yoshi's Crafted World. I'm going with Ultimate again.
Same.
And then Randall, just speaking out of turn here. You said Super Mario Maker 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kelsey, what you bringing in?
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I'll say if one of you guys don't vote for Luigi's Mansion, like, because those are the ones that are gonna win here are Mario Maker, Smash Bros, or Luigi. All right, so I got all those. Where are we at here? Hold on, I gotta scroll past the esports one. All right, best community support. The nominees are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Rainbow Six Siege. What do you think
Fortnite.
You think Fortnite listens to their community? I don't think that's
funny.
I don't think that's a solid pick, Randall. I'm trying to warn you ahead of time.
Okay, then I'm going with Tom Clancy's.
Okay, Rainbow Six Siege. Yo, watch it be Fortnite. I'm gonna be so mad.
I would be too.
There's no way. I think the winners here is Final Fantasy or Rainbow Six.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with, since he already picked Randall picked Rainbow Six. I'm going Final Fantasy. What are you guys going with, Brian's?
Going with Rainbow Six.
All right. Brian, what you got?
Fantasy.
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
I was gonna go with Rainbow Six, but it took this long for them to attempt to nerf Jackal correctly. So.
Oh, gotcha. Fortnite. Yo, if Fortnite wins, I'm gonna be really upset for that.
I just don't see how they don't. Their support for the community is like another skin.
Yeah, like this made me laugh just reading it. Next category is audio design, and the nominees are Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
That's a joke.
Control, Death Stranding, Gears 5, Resident Evil 2, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Death Stranding.
Breathe, Anthony. Just breathe. Just breathe. Randall chose Death Stranding. I'm going to go with Resident Evil 2. I think it did a fantastic job in terms of audio design and keeping everything a bit creepy. Hearing Mr. X's footsteps is always a heart rate raiser, if you will. I think they did an excellent job. I'm going to give it to Resident Evil 2. Hopefully that wins it.
I'm going Control.
Control. Any particular reason?
It does a good job setting atmosphere in that game.
I agree.
It makes you tense almost the entire time.
Yeah, because you don't know what kind of goosebumps garbage is going to come at you. Kelsey, what you got?
Sekiro.
Okay. All right, we're almost done here, guys. Art direction. Best art direction. And the nominees are Control, Death Stranding, Grease, Sayonara Wild Hearts, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
Grease.
Brian locks in Grease. Randall, Kelsey, I got to think on this one. Because Grease does look really nice.
I'm going with Grease as well.
the fuck is Sayonara Wild Hearts?
It's the music beat game, but it's like super like vibrant and it's like interactive music videos. It's like Rock Band but for music videos. If I'm not mistaken. Randall, you got something?
Give me a second.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to just jump on the bandwagon here because Greece does look striking. And it's peaceful. But Link's Awakening is super cute.
You're super cute.
Stop. I'm going to go with Greece. I'm jumping on that bandwagon. No, I'm lying. I'm going Link. I'm going to go Link. I'm going to just commit.
Whoa. Watch Sayonara Wild Hearts win this one.
The one that you should have backed it up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Randall, what you got? Greece. All right. Man, you guys can all just lap me there. It's going to be bad. Total points on here I have on here is blank. When we're done on Thursday, it's just going to say, Anthony, don't even bother next year.
I'm nervous.
Next category. Might not going to be able to sleep even, like he couldn't sleep before, but now he's definitely not sleeping. Next category is Best Action/Adventure Game. And the nominees are Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Resident Evil.
Okay, so Brian's locking in Resident Evil 2. And I'm gonna... Oh my god, Control, though. I'm giving it to Control.
I'm going with Control.
I'm locking Control. Randall, you locking Control? All right. You can go Sekiro, Kelsey?
Yep.
I had a feeling. I felt it in my loins, you know? Guys, we're reaching the end. Best Action Game. And the nominees are Apex Legends, Astral Chain, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. So Devil May Cry 5, I think, is going to win this. It's either that or Astral Chain, I think. But I'm locking in Devil May Cry.
I'm going with Devil May Cry.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Brian, it's on you, dude.
I'm not voting for that.
Oh, I thought you meant you're not voting for the category. You're like, whatever. I can lose 1 point.
Gears.
Gears 5 for Best Action Game? I was not expecting that.
I know that people fucking love the multiplayer, so.
Gotcha. But this isn't the multiplayer.
No, I know what it is, but I've seen people wave dash in that game.
All right, then,
No,
people.
Final answer.
All right, so final category. The one that takes home the marbles. Game of the Year. The nominees are...
Death Stranding.
Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and The Outer Worlds. I gotta be honest, I was super like flanked when I saw Smash Bros. On here. I was not expecting that to be on there, and I'm like, yo, that's good luck. Because that's a really good look for Nintendo. I'm letting the bias come out. I want Control to win this. It's my personal game of the year. So, I mean, it's spoilers from my top 2019, but...
Shadows Die Twice.
Shadows Die Twice for you? Okay. All right, Brian's. Lock in this. This is it. Brian looks like he's having an aneurysm.
It's. I don't think anything you guys just said is gonna win. It's either Smash or Resident Evil, I think.
I'm proud of you. Because you didn't say Death Stranding. So which one, Brian? You got to pick one.
Shut up.
Kelsey, you got one or?
I'm going with Sekiro.
Oh, you're going to
Resident
Sekiro?
Evil.
And Brian's going Resident Evil. Guys, oh my god, hold on. If Death Stranding wins this, I'm going to Randall. I'm going to freak out. I want everybody to know that it's on air. I'm going to freak out. And that's it. That is our predictions.
What did Randall vote? You voted for Sekiro, right?
Yeah, he's with you on Sekiro for a Game of the Year. I'm on my own with Control, as always, because I'm not going to get any points, and Brian's got Resident Evil 2.
I don't want to lose, dude.
Brian's going to start weeping halfway through it when he's like down by 4 points. He's going to be like, no. I got to be honest, the esports is probably going to be our wild cards. A lot of this other stuff is pretty set in stone, I think. But that's just me. There you have it, people. On Thursday, I'll have this sheet up, keep track of who got what right, and next week we'll tally up the scores. Let's see who's got the golden phone, because they called it. I thought Brian would appreciate that. He doesn't give a shit. All right, we're moving on. Whew, that was fun. And nerve-wracking for some reason, even though we're not actually awarding them anything.
Clearly, we need to start making this more interesting by throwing $100 in.
I don't have $100. Randall, Kelsey, I lost by 3 miles last year. I'm not gonna just donate $100. Oh my gosh. I guess we can move on from here. So talk to Randall. I heard you went to space, dude. You took Brad Pitt with you and you went to space.
That movie was disappointing.
We're talking about Ad Astra here, starring Brad Pitt, and I don't know who he put the IMDb link, right?
Brad Pitt.
Directed by James Gray.
Yep. Written by James Gray and Ethan Gross? Starring Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, and Ruth Negga. Chick from...
They got big names in this.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, Ruth Negga.
That sounded dangerous. So
obviously, what Kelsey just said, the acting was not the problem. It was the story.
The main, like the plot?
Yeah. So, basically what happens is Tommy Lee Jones is Brad Pitt's character's father.
Okay.
His father is like a well-renowned, very famous. He might as well say he's like famous like Neil Armstrong. He's that famous in like astronaut community. So he goes on this. He's the first person. Him and his crew are the first people to go to Neptune.
Okay.
And they go missing. The whole purpose.
His father.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire ship.
Okay. Everybody got it.
So the whole purpose of his crew was to go look for intelligent life, basically aliens.
Okay.
So I forget how many years it was that went by, but it was a long time because by the time he left, his kid, Brad Pitt's character was like a little kid.
Oh, okay. So it was a long time.
So he follows in his father's footsteps, becomes a astronaut, and he also like his reputation precedes him. He's like a very well known astronaut, and he's very good at what he does. He also serves time in the military, so he knows how to handle himself. Make a long story short, what basically happens is like there's a shockwave that's going out from the location of Neptune, and it's traveling all the way to the Earth, and it's causing like EMP bursts.
Okay.
So at some random moment, it feels like Magneto is hitting them with like a shockwave, and then all the electricity is gone.
Okay. So
then the government's like, well, we know about the Lima project, which was the name of the project that his father was on, was supposed to be in that direction, and it seems like that's where it's coming from. So they basically use him. They're using him to connect with his father, and they're basically like, either we communicate with your father and find out what happened because they believe he's still alive, even though all this time has passed. or we're going to basically send nukes and destroy whatever's out there.
What the heck?
So,
because the nuclear option's always the best option, bro.
Yeah, like what? That went from 0 to 300 and like.
Clearly, this is filmed with America in mind.
Yeah. What? Okay.
I don't understand. Nuke it.
Yeah. Burn it alive, dude.
So he pretty much hijacks a ship because after using, you know how it is. Once we use you, we no longer have any use for you.
Yeah, so they get rid of you.
So they wasn't like going to kill him or anything. They was just going to send him back to Earth. And this is supposed to be like in the future, not way in the future, but in the future to the point where it's grounded, is believable.
Okay.
So basically now it's to the point where they have like facilities on I think it was the moon, if I'm not mistaken, on the moon where like you see Applebee's and Subway and stuff like that. All these different franchises out there, like people can, like you can go commercially to the moon.
Okay.
So they use that because it's supposed to be like a covert op thing. Like no one's supposed to know what his actual mission is. So he had to use that. He had to go to he had to fly commercially to the moon, and then he's supposed to take another ship that actually takes him on his actual mission. And even the people that he's flying with, they're not supposed to know what he's doing. So it's very compartmentalized.
Okay. Javi was asking if it's like Space Dandy.
Who?
Javi is asking
Space
if it's
what?
Space Dandy.
I've never heard of that.
Okay. We'll move on then.
That's pretty much the movie, man. I don't want to spoil the end for you because I don't know if you want to watch it, if you have any intentions on watching it, or if anybody in the chat intends on watching it. But
you just didn't have a good time with it?
The movie, I would say after him leaving the moon, the movie is just blah.
Oh, really?
You know how like there are parts in the movie where it's like they could have wrote that out. There was no reason to have that in the movie.
All of Margot Robbie's part in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Okay, so that from the point from when he left the moon,
yeah,
to the end of the movie was all the Margot Robbie parts.
Okay, well then I'm good then. I'll pass on this. Unless that's like a short part, but
no, it's like another maybe 30 minutes. 40 minutes.
Nah, okay. That's very similar to my situation with what I saw. Where do you want to go from here? Okay, Brianna, you want to talk about some hype stuff? You saw some DLC trailers and a recent game announcement that was announced today. Confirmed today, I guess. Everyone already kind of leaked beforehand. Which one do you want to talk about first? Some Tekken 7 or the new Resident Evil game? Randall.
Oh, I thought you said Bryant. Didn't you say Bryant?
No.
I could have sworn I thought I heard you say his name. I'm sorry. Which one you say you want? Tekken 7?
Javi says he heard Brian.
Brian too, apparently.
So. Yeah, you did. You said Brian.
All right, I believe you, man.
So, but you still want me to?
Yes, absolutely, because it's under your list.
So, which one you want me to talk about now?
Whichever one. Do you want some Tekken talk, or do you want some Resident Evil talk?
I guess we could just go down the list. So I see that Bryant saw it too, so he can chime in at any moment.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a new character for Tekken called Fakhum Rama or whatever. I forget how you say it.
Fakhum Ram.
He's a Muay Thai kickboxer. And
wow.
He's
That's why he called him a fake Sagat.
He's how can I put it?
But did you play these characters already, or did you just saw him in the trailer?
He's not out yet.
Leroy's out.
That are out. Leroy and Ganryu.
Got it. Go ahead.
Which is Fakey Honda.
Ryu and what? Gonorrhea?
Ganryu. He's a sumo wrestler, but
can you imagine the day where a mainstream fighting game adds a character called Gonorrhea?
I mean, I could see it. It might burn a little bit at first, but you get used to it.
Okay.
So this guy, he's more of the actual traditional Muay Thai, like Thailand kickboxing. Like you could tell by his moves. It's very Ombakish.
Okay.
So the trailer is like, it's crazy the way they even present him, because they make him seem like he's like some sort of mad dog, because they have him like inside this machine. It's not even a machine, it's more like a container, like half of a container, and he's like bolted in. They drop him from a helicopter, which I would think that alone should kill the person on impact. But no, he's still intact. He hits the ground and then it lets him go. And then when they first present him, because he shows up after a fight with Marduk and Armor King. Marduk beats Armor King, says he's number one, blah blah blah, whatever.
Okay.
Then the military show up, drop this dude down. He gets released. When he walks up to Marduk, and I don't know if you remember how big Marduk is, but Marduk is
probably with the ponytail.
No, he's the MMA fighter.
Dude. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, no, with the rings on his wrists, like he has like wristbands, and then like purple or green shorts or something like that. Or...
Okay, you got the colors right. Yeah.
I thought he had something on his wrist. You guys looked at me weird. I guess he doesn't.
I don't know.
Marduk is probably the biggest character besides I forgot the name of that
Panda.
Thing. No, the what's that thing called?
Jack.
No. I forget what it's called, but it's another character that's
huge.
That's bigger than him.
That's in Tekken 7 or another Tekken?
That's in Tekken 7. But when they present this character, he walks up on Marduk and he looks like he's like the size of a sentinel. But I heard that the reason why they did that was to show initial intimidation, because as soon as after you see that shot, they cut to actual gameplay and he's like the same height as Marduk is.
Oh, so it's just like a stylized shot.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, there isn't much really to say about him, is other than, like I said, he does Muay Thai kickboxing, so a lot of his all his moves are kickboxing style, knees and elbows, and he's like really tatted up and looks like he was mauled by a bear, because like he has like these claw scratches across his face.
Okay. Is he the Revenant?
I don't know if I would play him. I would test him out just to see what he can do, but I don't see myself like playing him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But what about the Sagat lover here? You playing this guy, Brian, or no?
I mean, I'll try him, but like visually and that little entrance they did for him, I didn't care about. I just like that he's a big body and he has Muay Thai.
Got it. Okay.
He's basically, so he drops in like he's Potemkin from Guilty Gear, so they already stole. He's fake Potemkin already.
Okay.
Then he looks like a savage version of Sagat, so he's Nakali and Sagat fusing minus the hair, and then it's just kickboxing.
Okay. What about the other two? Did you guys get a chance to play as the other two since they're out, or no?
Leroy,
Brian,
I'm
no,
definitely gonna play.
Have it. But did you try the other
I haven't
guy?
tried him yet, but I'm definitely gonna try Leroy for the simple fact that he does Wing Chun.
And that's one of your favorite like martial arts, or
Yeah. And it's like authentic Wing Chun.
I would hope so. They're a fighting game to the studio. They should get the martial arts right.
He has a dog named Sugar.
Okay, Randall, is he making this up, or is this like...
No, he's serious. And I think at some point in the fight, you can send Sugar to rush him, rush the person you fight.
You can command Sugar, but it's RNG. Sometimes he'll attack, sometimes he doesn't do anything.
What do you mean he doesn't do it? He just comes out, starts acting cute and leaves?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just, you get to guess if you want to call him, if he's going to obey or he's just going to be cute.
So we're just not going to see that character, Sugar, during like competitive play because it's too RNG?
If you want to fucking style on somebody, I guess.
Okay, that's funny.
I don't think he's like a default thing. I think like he's like an attachment, like a customization attachment.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like gameplay without him.
Okay.
Well, because he gets summoned out. It's a command normal.
So why would you use? Hey, I'm not fighting it. I just hit square and triangle, so we're gonna move on from that. And then you guys haven't played the other person. Did you play a second person? You said two of them are out today.
Well, Ganru is an old character that's just brought back. So
got it. And that one's free. You said you don't pay for the old ones.
No, you pay for the old ones.
Oh, I thought it was you. Randall said that you don't pay for the old ones.
No, so before Tekken 7 came out, they claimed all returning characters will be free. You only pay for the new characters, and then immediately just reneged on that.
Okay, well then never mind. So they're all paid. I wonder why. Oh, time, I guess, obviously. All right, speaking of fighting game characters,
They're even making you pay for frame data.
What?
Like part of the season pass is frame data.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
Part of the season pass, you're paying for in-game frame data.
As opposed to just doing the math yourself or someone doing it for them, and then
What do you mean opposed to like other fighting games already giving you that information?
No, but I mean, like, that's not something that's like, oh, if we don't give it to you, they won't find it out. So what happens if I find out what the frame data is by being a master fighting game player and then start putting it online? Do they sue me?
If it's to show in game, so like the way you can do with even Street Fighter, where like you can set the frame data to show up, and if you make them block something, it'll tell you you're minus whatever at this point as paid DLC.
Yo,
That's shitty.
Randall, go talk to Tekken 7.
You ain't got nothing to do with me. As long as they don't take electrics out the game and wave that shit, I'm fine.
Covered.
Nah, that's trash. And how does that work? So let's say you can buy the characters individually. So if you buy the characters individually, do you not get their frame data? It's like a separate add-on as well, like on the store.
I believe so.
What the? Okay, that's stupid.
People were trying to justify it, saying that like, oh, they put work into showing the frame data, so this is for the people who worked on it. But if it's a standard with even Street Fighter having it now, like if Street Fighter did it as a free update, everybody should be giving you money for putting it in.
What do you mean the extra work? It's text being rendered on screen. Yeah. That value is already happening in the back end. So they just display it. What work?
That's what people have been saying.
Okay. All right. Whatever, dude. I'm not okay. Nobody buy that, please. So they learn.
But yeah, I'd try the Muay Thai fix I got. There's other DLC characters I'd rather try first. I still need to try Marduk and Armor King.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I'm still on that hey, let's pay for stuff that's already okay. Cool. So don't buy that. Everyone don't buy it. Just don't buy it. Anyway. Speaking of fighting games, Brian, and new characters. You got your hands on a specific character in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Jesus, I messed it up already. Tell me about Broly.
So I main him.
He's your third?
He's my third.
Brian found his third. He's got a PogChamp in the chat. That sounds pretty good, right?
Just initially, it's just so much face mushing and throwing around and so much savagery. Even if like I get comboed by a Broly, I'm just like I physically react when I play him.
Oh, so his animations are on point. If actually it evokes emotion.
I can't say exactly the same because that's Baby Boy, but it's close to how I feel while playing 16.
Oh wow, okay. So there's like a lot of oomph to his hits.
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
There's definitely weight to him. So that's the initial thought. One, he looks cool. Two, I don't like his new voice actor. Kind of sounds like a bitch.
What do you mean?
Like he just sounds like a generic protagonist anime character.
Is he the Bleach voice actor?
It sounds like him. I don't know if it is.
Bleach. What's his name? Ichigo.
It just sounds like an Ichigo grunting. Basically angry Ichigo grunting.
Uh-huh.
So that's whatever. I mean, he looks cool. He animates well. He just feels really... I can get into gameplay now. So even though he feels fun to play with like all the grabs and stuff, a lot of his moves, at least for when you're trying to play neutral, is really wonky. Because a lot of his moves are slower, but you have range as to compensate for it.
Mm-hmm.
His combo routes are really weird in the sense like the second his second auto combo hit when he Rasengan's you in the stomach, basically, pops you up into the air, and then you go a certain way with the combo. But it's a really good auto combo. His down light is an uppercut. That's like his fastest move. So like it's like I think it's 6 or 8 frames.
Okay.
And it's pretty fast. It's a good alternative to his down heavy if you're trying to anti-air. He has moves. He can stomp you multiple times, like as a down medium. The more you press it, he does like up to 4 stomps, and that just looks funny. But it's also for part of his game plan because he is basically a grappler brawler.
Do they pop up?
It stomps him into the ground. I think the last one pops him up a little bit.
Okay, I was asking if you like use that with like an assist or something.
I mean, you can, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Keep on.
He actually feels. He actually has depth to him. So a lot of Dragon Ball fighters is like, you have the bread and butter that works for most of the characters. If you play a certain character, you adjust X thing, and then that's his combo.
Okay.
He has like so many routes you can go to. You can finish your combos in multiple ways. You want cost some damage for exchange for like be able to snap someone out by yourself. You do his special where he does like the Whitney Houston.
Okay.
And it pops him down. You can snap out. You want maximum damage. You have like 3 fucking grabs. One of his grabs is an OTG.
Oh.
So you can command grab him into the floor, then pick him up again. You face mush him across the ground, and you just throw him up in the air.
I'm assuming that connects with that stomp you were talking about.
You can do that, but like you can command grab, and on their sliding knockdown, do the OTG grab.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of grabbing options. You got two grapplers in on your team.
He has like 5 grabs, so he has the OTG one. He has one the Hulk one where he bodies Goku in the movie.
Oh, okay.
He has that and an anti-air variation. He has his forward heavy is a lunging command grab. If he grabs you, he headbutts the fuck out of you. That's special cancelable, so you can do that into a command grab and into whatever you want for the most part.
Dang.
His down heavy in the air, you know how usually characters launch you upward?
Uh-huh.
His is a command grab sideways. You remember what he did to Frieza in the movie where he like chest bumped him and energy came out?
Yeah.
He does that.
Okay.
I said his headbutt already. I feel like I'm missing a grab, but no, I'm not. I don't think I'm missing a grab.
Okay.
He's not necessarily like the old Broly because the old Broly's kind of like a zoner grappler. This guy's just gonna be like this close to you at all times for the most part.
For the audio listeners, he put his hand on his face.
He has a beam. Not as his assist. I can get to his assist. His assist is basically Gamma Wave that Hulk has.
Okay.
So it goes full screen. It's like a poor man's beam.
And is that Hulk thing a low block or is it?
No, it's just I think it's a mid.
That's
so you
weird.
can block it either way. It goes kind of high up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a beam. Like it doesn't. It's not as good as like a Goku beam, but it's still a decent assist. Trying to think of anything else.
His meter moves. Are they pretty good?
His supers. He has one that I think takes you full screen. He does like a Psycho Crusher with 2 fucking Rasengans at you. It's interesting because when you hit, they pop out and like they go behind you. So with certain characters, you can do some synergy where, like for Goku's Super Saiyan 3 one, that one always teleports behind the enemy to start. So if he has good synergy in the sense that it'll pop him out of the corner, and if you do switch to do Goku's level 3, it'll teleport him back into the corner. Same thing with GT Goku's scummy ass. Got his side switches.
Uh-huh.
He has stupid synergy with base Goku, and he can super. He has a super that's like Nova's the human rocket, where it's multi-directional.
And you control the direction?
Yeah, you can do that into Spirit Bomb. You can make them go into the base Goku Spirit Bomb. He has a super where it's air only, where he does like a cell, get the hell off me, that's in. So a lot of his supers are in one on startup. So like, if you see someone try to disrespect you with something, full screen or something, you say
just
no
hit him with
and
it.
Go through it.
Ooh.
So his supers are basically DPs.
She's
he
got
has the one that
supers.
get off me that does like a cell thing and then a bunch of energy blasts come out. That's what you use for like pressure and or if you want to solo snap out.
Okay.
And then his level 3 is the one where he does the I think you've seen the trailer where he takes his shirt off. He goes the Super Saiyan, then he does the Disturbed cover, and then he beams them.
Yeah.
After you do that, like after it lands and that whole animation goes off, from that point on you do 5% more damage.
Oh, so it's
Broly.
For the match or for the round?
For the match.
Ooh.
He'll have like electricity around him, kind of green electricity, and he has a 5% damage buff. And
even if you lose a round?
What do you mean?
Even if like you lose the round?
But if he dies, then he doesn't do it.
No, I mean like you said, if once he does it, Broly gets to 5%. But what if he still loses that round? The next round,
I don't get what you mean by loses the round.
I might have misheard then. Like I say, you just started the match,
He's saying that if you're fighting somebody, you do the super, but you still lose that round. And
what do you mean next round?
Because
there's 2 rounds.
There's no rounds to Dragon Ball. If the character dies, you switch your next character. There's no rounds.
You can do best of, right?
That's starting an entirely new game.
So it doesn't carry over to that?
No, it's completely separate.
Got it. That's what I'm asking. I don't know if that's it's like the whole set or like the round itself, because that's considered a set in tournament. So okay.
No.
This man was on cloud 8. I'm on 9, bro. You gotta catch up.
I'm trying to figure out what do you mean rounds. You've seen how Marvel plays. This is just anime or Marvel.
Yeah, but they can set up sets in this game. That's why I was asking. Don't worry about it, Brian. Don't worry about it, all right? I'm thinking systematically in the back end, you're over here thinking, what? It says lose at the end.
It lasts until he dies.
Got it.
He does it. So he does good. He has good damage. A bunch of ways to open them up because he has like a dumb amount of command
options. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has super armor on some of his stuff. His standing heavy is basically 16's shoulder rush, but it doesn't go as far. It has armor on it, I think from the jump, and you can charge it. So you can sit there and like bait somebody. It's like, oh, I'm going to reflect here. You can
cancel it
and do it.
Can you cancel out of it? Out of that charge?
No, you can't cancel. If you're charging, you commit to it.
Oh, I was about to say, if you can cancel, that'd be dirty. All right, so final question here. Is it the answer to GT Goku?
No.
Not even close?
In fact, it's no, not even close because he's a big body. So that means you have to deal with a bunch of more blocking. You deal with more fucking fuzzy setups. He's slower. So that means you really have to respect whatever he presses.
Okay.
And nobody beats GT Goku Beam. Because like, hey, I want to jump. The only one of the few assists and moves is like, no, you can't jump. And if you have GT Goku as an assist, they try to get out of some kind of setup. Beam assist, if you block it brings you back down. You have to respect the pressure.
Oof.
So he's not GT Goku in terms of good. I think he's a solid character. I don't think he's top tier, at least yet.
It sounds like he's like one good player away from like discovering his what is it, the cookie cutter combo that we're gonna be seeing 80,000 times on tournaments.
So he has so many ways to end it, but overall he has good damage. He builds meter very well. He has good corner carry with a lot of his stuff. The only negatives is that he's slower and his neutral feels weird, and he doesn't really keep you blocking for 72 hours. He's not GT Goku.
Okay.
But that being said, he's already one of my favorite characters in the game.
Sweet, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. We've been waiting for him to come out. That'd been trash if he was terrible. Hey, perfect timing, Kelsey.
What's perfect timing?
We just pretty much finished him talking about Broly.
Oh, well, it's sad that I missed that. I actually have to hop off, so I just wanted to come back and let you guys know.
All right, hold on. Let me adjust here. Let me know.
Gotta adjust the fabulous version of me.
Yeah, I gotta bring you back in as a superhero. So let me know when you're ready.
All right. Well, I'll hop off, and I will talk to you guys
next week.
Yes. Well, probably Thursday.
Yeah.
Probably Thursday, so we can watch the Game Awards, do a live reaction.
Yeah.
Or before that, if I'm streaming Dragon Ball, and he can just say things about my Broly.
This character looks nothing like GT Goku. You should try GT Goku. I hear GT Goku's really good.
He is. Brian said he's gonna main him after this, since he was waiting for Broly.
I'm pretty sure he. Who was it that you played? You played somebody. I think it was Bardock. That you were just like, I don't know why. I feel gross. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah.
Oh, to beat GT Goku?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
picked up Bardock as a point, and I was like, this just doesn't feel right.
All right, then.
So, all right, I'll catch you guys later.
See ya. Lit. Superhero Kelsey.
So yeah, buy Broly and then don't buy GT Goku.
GT Goku. Were you buying it, Randall, just now, or
What?
Broly?
I already have them.
Oh, okay, my fault. Whew. All right. What are we moving on to? Randall. You stuck with it. You finished it. Megalobox.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Your thoughts.
Before you start,
Okay.
English or did you watch with Japanese voice?
Remember, he watches stuff in Japanese if it's
But I
anime.
ask him anyway as a
Okay.
courtesy.
Go ahead.
Japanese.
So you're wrong.
Wait, what? The English one you think is better?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were asking him because you thought, okay,
I'm biased because
Spiegel's in it.
no. So it gives me a Cowboy Bebop. To me it's Cowboy Bebop boxing in terms of like art style, I guess direction of character and
World?
voice acting.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of it is Cowboy Bebop best to me, and I really enjoyed the English voices. But you can go now.
Is it raining?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same question.
I'm fully powered then.
Huh?
I'm fully powered now.
Yeah. Good thing no one talked crap about Broly just now.
Oh, you still have the board on here?
Yeah, the guy hasn't come back yet. That's a topic for another day.
Okay. Spoiler. Oh no, wait. Let me.
Yeah, you gonna start off with a spoiler? I just wanted your thoughts, and you're just gonna spoil the whole thing?
No, it had nothing to do. Never mind. No, I don't think that. What I was getting ready to say isn't accurate. Never mind. Forget what I was gonna say. Yeah, I liked it a lot. A lot. I thought it was really good. I was into it every time I was watching it. I think I might have watched like
Cool.
every time I would watch it like maybe like 4 or 5 episodes at a time.
Aren't they hour-long episodes?
No.
40 minutes maybe.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
remember.
You gotta thank Javi for recommending it to me like 7 times.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Like, I can't remember if Bryant already like went into the story or not, but
Yeah, he went to depth. He recommended it to us and everything. So I'm basically asking you, do you agree? Or I was gonna say if you didn't agree, then I would like to hear your side.
But yeah,
but if
that's
you
what I
both
said.
agree to it, then I mean we're just reiterating at that point.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Favorite
It's really
character.
good.
Oh, there you go. Brian's got a question.
What did he say?
Favorite character.
Favorite character.
Joe.
He said Joe.
Gillis Joe.
That's not mine, but
But you respect it?
I
What is
respect
yours, Yuri?
it.
He said yeah.
It's him, and very close second is the Marine.
Oh,
His story
that was
really
pretty
good.
dark, man. This guy that he's talking about.
God, dude.
What?
He said dark.
They do I don't know if I said this before, but they do a good job setting character arcs and character backstory. They make you care about most of the characters.
That's good.
And
Is
I don't know about the Japanese version, but in the English version, if a character's from Mexico or whatever, he doesn't speak English. He speaks Spanish.
I like that. I wish JoJo did that.
But I'm done again.
All right. And it's a mini series, right? There's no like next season or anything.
They announced the second season's in the works, I believe. I don't know if it's just in the manga or in the show, but they announced it like maybe last month or the month before.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. All right,
I
that's
don't
the
see how you're
backlog.
gonna be able to up that, man.
Then don't watch. Just pretend it doesn't exist. There's a lot of shows that I do that to. Like Scrubs.
What do you mean? You pretend what? The first season doesn't exist?
The next one.
Oh, so you saying you don't watch the next season?
Like I watched Fargo season 1. There's like 2 more seasons afterwards. I don't watch it.
Oh.
I didn't watch it. I'm like, the first season was beautiful. I'm not watching the next 2-3 seasons. I did it with Scrubs. I watched it, but I pretend it doesn't exist in the season 9.
It's just the way that they ended the first season and what he did in that first season, and it's like there's nothing that you can top this. Like,
well, Randall, we thought the same thing about Barry season 1.
No, but you don't understand. Like,
no, like narratively.
Like if very like period at the end of the sentence.
Yeah,
it's just a nice bow.
Oh, okay.
Like it ends well.
Oh, then I don't want to watch season 2. Then if I ever get through this, I'm not gonna watch season 2.
But apparently, the season 2 is more in line with the story that this one's based off of. So this is based off of a different manga or something like that.
All right, Brandon. What do you want me to do?
Adapted and changed.
What do you want me to do? All right.
Yeah,
it's a good bow. Bye, Broly. I'm buying Broly. I barely play the game.
Bye, Broly. # fuck GT Goku.
Got you. That's good. I might pick it up after I catch up with the things I got to catch up on. Cause I still got to catch up on My Hero Academia. I got to start JoJo Part 4. I got to finish Jessica Jones. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel started up again. So I got to finish this season of that.
I was trying to think what I have left to catch up on, and you just reminded me. Last season of Legion.
Yes, please. Watch it.
Preacher.
Jesus, watch them. They're really good.
Well, I was busy watching something else. You can segue if you want.
Mm-hmm. You're busy watching Indivisible load. You got it?
I meant like something that's on here that I have that's watchable.
Oh, okay. You're right. I'm sorry. So you found out how to live with yourself. Tell me about Living with Yourself, starring Paul Rudd, a Netflix TV series.
I'm gonna give a very vague plot point or like plot premise.
I mean, if it's in the first episode, it's fine. I mean, that's at that point, that's the premise. That's the pilot. Like, you're supposed to figure out what the premise is.
I'll give you the first episode basically. So, what's his name again?
Paul Rudd.
Shit. No, I meant his character.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck. So Paul Rudd, he is. I don't really understand what his job is specifically, but he works on like some type of telecom company. He's like the pitch guy for a telecom company.
Sales, probably. Like he's a salesman.
Maybe. Like he
works
just
in marketing.
Pitch guy. I don't know. Just pitch guy is all I can think of.
Okay.
And they start with. So they start with Paul Rudd. Fuck, but that's not in the first episode.
You're killing me, Brian.
Okay, I'm gonna do first episode and then one plot point that's revealed in the second one.
Okay, go for it.
So it starts with you see a grave, and then you see it moving, and then you see Paul Rudd's face coming out, and he's in like a plastic bag, and he's like trying to escape. He does, and then you just see him in the woods.
Okay.
Then it cuts to before that day, like a certain time before that.
Okay.
He's a pitch guy, whatever, for a telecom company, and he visually just looks like he hates his life.
Okay.
He's stressed from work. Whatever happens at work, bad day. He goes home. Him and his wife are wanting to start a family, have kids, and she keeps hounding him to go check his fertility. He doesn't do that, so there's already like turmoil between him and his wife.
Mm-hmm. Tension.
And overall, he does not enjoy his life. Like he's a very depressed character.
Got it.
So then someone that works with him, a coworker, he noticed that they have a bunch of energy that kind of 180'd their life, and they're like the big pitch guy.
Okay.
For the same company. Company goes out. He's like, "How did you get like this, or whatever?" And he said, "I went to a spa one time,
okay,
and I've been a new man ever since." You can only go to that spa via recommendation, like for someone who's been there.
Okay.
That does like recommend you. So he gives him a card. He says, "Oh, whatever, I get a 10% commission if you go." He starts thinking about it, more turmoil in the house.
Why do you keep saying turmoil?
Because that's
Inattention?
a word. No, like there's bad, like I know bad blood. There's negative feelings, turmoil in between between him and his wife.
Okay.
He finally like says, "Fuck it, let me call up this card." It's a spa that they tell him you have to pay I think $20,000 or $50,000.
Jesus.
So he's like, "That's a lot of money, whatever." He says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go there." He goes to the spa, has the treatment done. They sedate him. The name of the place is called like Happy Time Spa or something like that.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, we can blah 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 whatever." He goes through the spa treatment. I'm trying to remember how they do this one. Before they do anything, they sedate him. He wakes up at the scene I said at the beginning, where he's coming out of
in the bag.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" He's in his underwear too. He's not dressed. He's in his underwear. He came out of a bag that was buried underground. So what the fuck's going on? He tries to find a way to run home, and by the time he does that, it's nighttime.
Okay.
He goes into his house, and he hears his wife talking with somebody, and so he's thinking, she's cheating on me.
Uh-huh.
So he accidentally runs into a table and makes some noise, and then he hears that the male voice is gonna come down.
Uh-huh.
So he grabs an axe and he waits for him to come down.
Uh-huh.
The man comes down the stairs, starts to scuffle. Then you see in the light, it's him. He's the other guy.
Like a clone?
He's a clone of him that's like minus the depression.
So the Rick and Morty episode?
That's most of the series.
So who's the clone?
It's him. It's like the Rick and Morty episode. That's what it sounds like. He went to a spa, and then the bad parts of him is separate from his good parts, like what happened to Rick and Morty. Except instead of slime people, they're just themselves. It's just a clone, but minus the other half, right? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if it's minus the.
Yeah, in the Rick and Morty, they were two parts of a whole. This one, he's saying that there are two different ones, except for one has depression, the other one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But not the same. Okay, I guess not.
Well, in Rick and Morty, it's the bad is separated from the good, right?
Yeah.
This is just a 1-to-1 copy with minus the depression. Like they're separate bodies. Like he didn't come from his body. They made a whole clone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not like Rick and Morty. Okay. Okay.
And then.
So again, I'm sorry. Who is the clone? The one that was in the garbage bag, or the one in the house?
The one in the house
is the clone.
It turns out that. Okay, I can say this part. It turns out that the spa treatment is a cloning facility, and what they do is they clone like a happier version of you, and they kill the original.
Oh, what the heck?
Snap.
Okay.
But the original survived this time.
Wait, hold on. Let's just backtrack 1 second. So his boy at the job told him to do this because he went there. So I'm guessing the dude at the job is a clone, which would mean that the clone has memories or is aware of the original.
I think it's just here. You came to the spa.
How would he know he went to the spa? Is what I'm saying.
Because he goes in, they sedate him, and then when he wakes up, oh, I'm done, and he walks out without knowing that he's a clone. Because up until that point, you copy the memories. Oh, I was sedated. I woke up. All right.
So, but that's what I'm.
Out.
But what I'm saying, okay, when you go to the spa initially, you have depression.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they fix you from this depression, but they actually clone you.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order for this clone to know that he's been fixed, he would have to have recollection that he was depressed at one time.
Yeah, and that's what Bryant said. He said a coworker told him he talked to a coworker and said, "Yeah, I just went to the spa and now I feel better." So they know that they had it. They went underneath, came back. Look, I feel great, and they credited the spa. They're like, "Oh, the spa worked."
But the clone doesn't know that he's a clone.
Yeah, that would be. I'm assuming that's what it is because he said he.
Does he know, Bryant?
You gotta watch the show.
Well, then there we go. I mean, I'm assuming that's probably the dynamic there. living with myself. Yourself. Javi says you guys should play Soma. But I think Soma's like that, like the walking horror game. Like it's like a puzzle
In, like,
horror game.
space or something.
I don't know.
I was interested in it, but then you played it, and then I was like, I don't want to play it anymore.
Okay.
I heard Javi play. I was like, oh.
This is new.
Yeah, it came out this year, like a couple months ago.
Living with Yourself or Soma?
Living with yourself.
Yeah, it's relatively new. I believe it's a Netflix show.
Yes, that is correct.
Right. Well,
Randall.
Yeah, I just
okay.
remember.
So, 8 episodes in the season. Each episode's like 20-something minutes.
Oh, that's quick.
Yeah, it's a quick in terms of time, and the way the episodes are laid out, at least the way the episodes are laid out, it's usually something happens in the first episode, then the following episode, there's always a second side to something that you saw in the first one.
Because there's 2 people. So it's having that.
So you get
parallel,
perspective from the original and the clone, I'm guessing.
Well, you don't know which one's what.
You get perspective from. You always get a second side of the same thing, and the way they do that, I really enjoy it because they usually end with something like, "Wait, what?" And the next episode shows you the other side, so they have a hook in you to at least watch 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I finished
it'll
in 2
fill
days.
in the blanks.
That
on purpose? You just skipped every episode and then
wait.
watched
You said you finished in 10 days. The season's over
2
already?
days.
2 days.
Yeah, it's just 8 episodes, end of the season.
And Netflix just drops the whole season in one go.
So even though it sounded really dark, the things I said, it's a comedy.
And Paul Rudd's great at those. That's what he does.
Paul Rudd does a good job. I think it's 2 different people, not James Franco level, but it's still nice to see. I'm trying to think.
Dead.
Oh yeah.
Dead.
You guys need to watch season 3 of The Deuce. I'm already upset that you.
That's on there. I'm finishing up Jessica Jones.
But back to the show. This show is it's kind of like.
What are you laughing at?
You said it's too dark for me, and you look down as you do that. Brian's like mid sentence, and he does the in the dark dance.
Oh.
Do you know like the kind of comedy that, or like sense of humor that's in the Jim Carrey show?
Kidding? Yeah.
So it's it's like dark but dry, but still comedy kind of.
Yeah.
This show kind of has that sense of humor.
Okay.
So there's a scene that I'll say, like in the first episode, where he's just tired of his life.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to change a light bulb. But he doesn't know where the light bulbs are, so he goes to ask his wife, and he starts to sense as if he's gonna ask for something else, like a divorce or something. But he changes, like, "Do you know where the light bulbs are?" He finds the light bulbs and he puts it in. It doesn't work, and he sits there looking at the light bulb for a little bit, and just punches the fuck out of the light bulb. I had to pause the episode from fucking laughing at that.
That's funny.
I enjoy the show. It's not like, minus that scene, it's not always that funny, but it's still funny throughout.
It's like Kidding. It's like sprinkled in there, but it's like, I think I know what you meant by like the subtle dark humor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I recommend.
Call me over like a horse.
Yeah, here, boy. I recommend the show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the acting. There's not too big of a supporting cast for the most part. It's them 2 like co-workers that are part of the plot. His wife, the spa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a smaller cast, but it's an enjoyable show. I recommend it. I enjoy the theme too.
Okay.
Whereas it's like living with yourself, and it's like a play on the guy who's
literally living with himself,
and like he has the form of he has like depression, so it's kind of like that's basically it.
Gotcha.
I recommend it if you like that kind of humor. You just like shows with some kind of message or impact in it. I recommend it.
Okay. I mean, it seems like a quick hit, so I might have to add that to my backlog.
Yeah, and it's short.
8 episodes, 20 minutes. That's like Barry. Like Barry's like 20, 30 minutes, and it's only like 8 or 10 episodes.
I wonder if that's for a reason. It's got to be for a reason.
I mean, I welcome it, dude. I love just quickly getting in and out like that, and
I think people's
attention span
has become shorter over the years.
Well, Randall, I love that you use that as a turning point for me, because I watched The Irishman, Netflix exclusive movie, a Martin Scorsese movie, clocking in at a runtime of 3.5 hours. Sound cool?
Not at all.
Well, there's pros and cons to that 3.5 hour. The pros are, it makes sense, sort of. The cons, it's 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's no like interlude. It's like you just have to commit.
It's in there, dude. There's no like, hey, take a break here. It is.
So it feels like 3 hours.
Yeah, but that's because the story is about Frank Sheeran, who
Ed Sheeran's dad.
I don't know if that's true or not. I believe it, but it never mentions it because he doesn't look anything like Ed Sheeran. So it's pretty much Robert De Niro. So if Ed Sheeran somehow looks like Robert De Niro, or Ed Sheeran's dad looks like Robert De Niro. So yeah, is it New York? I don't know where they're at. They're like in the 50s. It's a mob movie by Scorsese. Let me just start with an overview of. I liked most of it because it's just a Scorsese mobster flick. He knows how to do those well, and boy, did he do this one well. My issue is definitely the runtime. I think was a bit long. So the first 2 acts were fantastic, and then it gets to a certain point where it's just what Frank is doing as an elderly person, and that's like an hour of the movie, and I think that's when my attention span is like, we get it, you know? We get it, but it is meaningful. Because he has a kid called Peggy, and throughout this 3.5 hour movie, you see the relationship between him and his daughter, and she grows up in the middle of the movie because he turns into an old person telling this story to us, the audience. So then, like, it ends with him like looking at old photos of that time, and you see her as a little girl, and you're like, "Oh snap! I was there when it happened." Him as a girl, her as a little girl with Al Pacino's character, Jimmy Hoffa, and you're like, "Oh snap! I was like it." You feel like you know these people. No, Javi, not Peggy 18.
That's exactly what I thought. So I started smiling.
Jeez. So yeah, it's a story about Frank. He's a driver. He's a war vet. Gets picked up by Joe Pesci's character to work for him and his mob. And then one thing's like, just like Goodfellas, one thing leads to another. You're in the mob. You're doing more things with the mob. You start getting in there, you know, being known as the guy who gets things done. And then Frank, you know, climbs the ranks, and he becomes like the right-hand man for Jimmy Hoffa, who was a person who owns a union. And then I don't want to spoil what happens, but it's the story of Frank's life, and that for the 3.5 hours I got, it's like having a biography about the guy since he, like, you know, had his kids and whatever, and that I think helped the story or helped cap his stories having it 3.5 hours, because you do see him as young as you can make him, because I think they tried to use CG on Robert De Niro, but he still looked pretty old. Because no offense to the guy, he's getting there. A young Joe Pesci, it looked really good. The CG on the young Joe Pesci. And shout out to Joe Pesci. We're used to seeing him in mob movies be like the loud mouth, hey, I'm gonna go and just shoot the guy or whatever. But he's like a boss in this, and like a calm and collected mobster, like you would see in like another, like the ones he would be answering to in previous movies that he would be in. So seeing him in that shoe, or fill out those shoes, was fantastic. He did a well job. Huh?
He's 76.
Pesci or De Niro?
De Niro.
Yeah, like.
Is this before or after Home Alone?
This is definitely after. This man has some wisdom. All right, Joe Pesci's out here making moves. So yeah, Frank becomes like a hitman for not the hitman, like a hey, make sure this thing happens. And most of the time, the people he needs to make stuff happen don't oblige. So, you know, there's a lot of oh my god, yeah, Brian. There's so many moments of he's gonna get taken to a diner in a second. He's like, hey, I'm trying to tell you something here, right? It is what it is. And Robert De Niro, his subtle acting of him making faces, like it's 100% here. He's firing on all cylinders on those facial expressions. Oh man. So yeah, but again, like I think the length is good because the length is too long. Like for one sitting, crap, man. I'm like, come on, can I take a break or something? But it does have value, especially if you're personally invested in Frank's story. I'm in it because I love the mobster stuff. And then it gets to a point where the mobster stuff ends and it's just life after that for Frank's character. And that's when it started to kind of lose me because I'm like, I've already been here for 2.5 hours. And now we're getting to life after that. And now it gets really sad because it's watching elderly people be elderly and dying. So it's like, this is a little too much for me. So I'm not trying to see old people die, you know?
The way you're describing this movie makes me think of that one movie with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy.
It's that, yes. When they're in jail, yes, it's that. But these guys aren't in jail. They're out and about, doing their mobster things. Like, and it's up until that point where Frank ends up. I mean, it's based on a true story, I think. So, he ends up alone. Because that's what happens when you're in a mob, and it's just a sad. That arc is just it ends with that sadness and hope for redemption of something he did, and that's what I'm torn because it is too long for a freaking movie, but I wouldn't have wanted it as a TV show. That makes sense.
You said it's too.
I think it's too long for a movie in my opinion, but it's not enough content for a TV show.
What if they just made it like the way Sherlock has 3 episodes a season? If they just broke it down like by age. Like
maybe that would have worked, I guess, because there is like acts of how when he was a young in the mobster, like flashback, and then current time where it's taking place, and then like what happened after the time in the mob, and that would have been great, I guess. Just have like 3 little good chunks, hour and a half episodes. Yeah, I guess that would have worked. But yeah, that length, you're either gonna love it because of the mobster stuff. Like I like the mobster parts, and then the majority of it is the mobster stuff. But then once it's like like what happens after, that's when I think people will be it's polarizing, because after that's when it's more of a character like dealing with what he did, and he did some great. The violence in this, there's violence. There's people getting shot in the face. You see the blood splatter. Like the movie opens up with, "I heard you paint houses." That is mobster code for you paint their houses with blood. Like you kill someone in their home. And there's violence. There's no, like, they people are getting shot up, dude. Like,
I thought you were going to say, I heard you paint houses, and then they shoot the guy.
Oh, no. It's like their code, like their talk. And then just seeing, Pesci, De Niro, Pacino, all being like older mobster people, and the acting was fantastic. The dialogue was great. It was very Brian Irving from Mr. Robot's in this, and he's playing a mobster.
Oh
yeah, and all the cast is fantastic. All like every like mobster you've seen in the previous mobster movies they're in here. It was like a get together for Scorsese and him do one more like mob. It's just a mobster. If you love mobsters, you love it. The length might deter you away after the mobster stuff's done. You're like, okay, I think I'm done here. But I stuck around obviously because I want to see the completion, and it does have some sort of value to it because it's like the nice, hey, this is how it ended. This is how it ended for Frank, and it's worth seeing it. But like in one sitting, I'm like, nah, I don't know about one sitting. But it does, that length does have value, but it's also like a detriment to like, oh my god, I've been here for like who knows? Like I'm just sweating in my own couch, just sitting here, you know. But that's how I like to watch movies. Just sit down and watch it. Don't take breaks. Unless the movie asks for. Like, Tarantino used to do that in his older movies. He'd be like, oh, intermission. And then you can just go do whatever the heck you want and come back. Because it's a good stopping point. But yeah, it's shot great. Audio's fantastic. Dialogue is great. The acting is superb. But these are all veterans in the game. Scorsese is directing. Great. The pacing's great. It's just the pacing's great, but the length is just the length. That's the only thing I had issue with. But I had issue with it, but it still worked for the story it was telling. So I do recommend it. You have to at least watch it once. You know, like I recommend watching it once because it is a mobster flick. If you don't like mobster flicks, you're not gonna like this at all because it's pure, almost stereotypical New Yorkers talking like this and hey, I'm gonna sit down. I gotta tell you something. All right, and it's De Niro making those faces that he does, like hey, hey, and then if that's all I could say, dude.
Since you're on a mobster high, Anthony, you should watch immediately.
What?
The Deuce season 3.
I know you told me there was a lot more mob stuff in this, but I gotta finish Jessica Jones. I'm on episode 8. I think I got 5 more to go, and I'm gonna jump on Deuce. Then I gotta start JoJo because you guys said it's a whodunit, and I'd love to see that. So I got a lot of stuff to watch, man. And I think that's about it for The Irishman. I recommend it. It is a long, make sure you pee beforehand. Unless you're the type to like to pause in between, then take breaks. Like, watch an hour of it now. Come back to it whenever. Watch another hour. It's just cool to see this guy's life, how it was shot, and the violence is great for a mobster. Like, it's gritty. The guy knows what he's doing. There's some dark moments in it, and then there's some self-reflective moments. It's just great. It's a good movie. Just the length is what'll either make or break it for the individual, depending on how much time you have for it, Speaking of 3.5 hours, there's another 3 we got to talk about here. Randall, so you put Resident Evil 3 remake on here.
Stars. Man, I was hyped when I saw the trailer, but he didn't say stars in the trailer. I was kind of disappointed. I don't know if they're just trying to.
They're probably gonna say that for the game, man.
After the what?
They're probably gonna say that for the game.
Oh, yeah.
We already know there's gonna be a whole another 2 or 3 more trailers. So,
I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be another one at the Game Awards. That's gonna be. I'm sure there has to be.
Quick side note. Remember that they said they're gonna an unannounced game is gonna be played Jump Festa, whatever, the 21st. It's an unannounced game, and I thought that's when they were gonna reveal Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
that's revealed now. So Jump Fest, I think that has to do with anime stuff. I'm not really sure. This might be.
Fingers crossed.
Capcom makes another JoJo fighting game.
I know this is probably a silly question because I know there's a manga for JoJo. Is JoJo part of Shonen Jump?
He's in Jump Force, so maybe.
Then you might be right because I'm assuming Jump Fest is for all the Shonen Jump and mangas like Naruto, Bleach. I think was on it, if I'm not mistaken. So it's usually the mangas that'll take 700 episodes. I think One Piece is definitely Shonen Jump.
It's like a Japanese con, but I can't. It's an annual party exposition in Japan all about manga and anime.
Oh, okay. Not specifically shonen. Okay. Then maybe, Ron, this could be it for you guys. I know you guys watch. Yeah, Javi in the chat is confirming JoJo shonen, yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of things pointing to it then.
See, that's a bittersweet thing because, hey, JoJo game. Hey, look what Capcom's doing with their fighting games.
Oh, it might be the other way around. Maybe they have a different studio and they'll treat it with love like they did with Monster Hunter.
Nah, I'm not gonna give myself hope. No.
Okay.
But back to Resident Evil 3. There you go, Randall.
Yeah, Resident Evil 3. I saw it and I was hyped, man. It's over their shoulder like the remake for 2. I don't know if Randall's listening. You're killing me. You really are, man. Every single time you do it. So Resident Evil 3, Randall.
What was I saying?
Are you okay that's back to the over the shoulder like they did with the remake for 2? Or did you want...
I'm fine with
that. You
that.
were fine with that? Cool. Because I saw that, I'm like, yes, I can play through this one too and know the story.
So it's the first person scenes in the trailer. That wasn't like...
I think that was them
the gameplay?
I think that was them just saying, oh, what Resident Evil is this? Just to hide that it was going to be Jill. And then they'll be like, oh, it's Jill. It's Resident Evil 3 remake. Because they showed gameplay. If I'm not mistaken, I think they showed gameplay in the trailer and it was over the shoulder. I'd have to watch it again, but I thought they showed like seconds of, like a second or two or frames of gameplay. And it's over the shoulder again. Which I'm okay with because Resident Evil 2 was awesome. The remake for that was cool. So if they're going to do the same thing again, but with 3, I'm all about it. And I'm already trained to keep it moving because Mr. X is chasing me, so now it's Nemesis throughout the entire game. I know it's now through the entire game, but I know now
This is different, bro.
Don't loot.
This is... Again, it depends on what they decide to do, but if they keep true to the nature of what I remember...
Yeah, he follows you everywhere.
Follow. He chases you at full sprint.
Oh wow, that's not.
There's not like, you know how that part when you in the game where you were you went into a room and X was in mid swing and you just was like nope and just turned around and he would chase you out the room. And actually, the only safe place to get away from him is the safe rooms. Like where you can save, and you have the chest, and you can do all your weapon swipes and inventory and stuff like that. That is the only place in the game where he does not chase you.
But what if he's waiting outside?
Sometimes that okay. So I'm gonna give you 2 examples of what I've experienced. So, obviously I haven't played the new Resident Evil 2, but in the old games, when you would go from one section of the level to another, it would do like it's not a cutscene, but it's like
the door.
Yeah,
opening.
It would do the door open, right? And then you're in another, and then the screen would fade from black, and then you're in another scene.
That's
right?
way to load stuff. Yeah,
I kid you not. It would be like he would be chasing me. I would get to a gate or a door, and I'd be like, okay, good. I could just get to the other section. I'm good. Open up the door, it shows the scene. Scene fades from black. I'm walking. Next thing you know, you hear stars, and then the music comes in, and he's still chasing you. This is like a whole other level area.
So he'll just follow you regardless.
He follows you everywhere.
Okay, cool.
And it's at full sprint, and it's like, he constantly has this the rocket launcher on him. So he's if you're near him, he's using the tentacles to grab you, and once she grabs you, it's a wrap. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to die within 2 hits.
Oh no!
If you play in a long range game, then it's your gun versus his rocket launcher.
So there's no point in fighting him. You just might as well just keep running.
Yes, but if you do choose to fight him and you beat him, they drop like a huge health pack. That's what they did in the old games. I don't know if they're going to do the same thing in this game.
So it sounds like they released Resident Evil 2 to train us. Because Resident Evil 2, there's sections where X doesn't follow you because it's in a different area. You're saying in this, it doesn't matter. As long as it's not a safe room, he's there?
Example 2. Go ahead, Brian.
I've seen a clip where somebody was playing as Jill, and they walked past what looked like a old store, and he just jumped through the window right behind her, and then it just started.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's at any given... Okay, so I'll never forget this. There's a part in the game where, like, if I can try to describe this as best as possible, there's a window and there's stairs.
Okay.
Right? And then, like, so there's a window and then there's stairs, and right next to the stairs is a room.
Okay.
That room is the safe room where you can save and all that stuff like that. I literally was walking towards the room. He comes jumping out of the window. No. Says stars, gets he I like panic and run into the room, and all you can see from the side of the screen is the tentacle barely getting to my head.
Oh my God.
So the screen fades to black, all that stuff like that. You go in there, I'm like, okay, I should be good now. I'm going here, I restock my health, I mix some herbs together, I get my ammo, I walk out. Dude is waiting for me.
Because he saw you go in, so I'm assuming he's just like, all right, I'll wait.
Yeah, as soon as I walk out, he's already like this. With the rocket launcher. Yo, it was bad, man. It was really bad.
Oh, okay. So this is gonna be
which is why it was one of my. I love Nemesis because
he's relentless.
Yeah, man. It's heart throbbing because it's like you're playing. You know how like when you play a game, sometimes like you can always tell when you're gonna fight a boss because then they give you this abundance of health. So you're like, okay, I must be getting ready to fight somebody. This game is like, I gotta go get a battery across the side of the other side of town so I can get this train to work, and I gotta fight some zombies along the way. And I'm just thinking about, okay, I just gotta deal with zombies, and I gotta deal with lickers, and all that stuff like that.
Oh, there's lickers in this one?
Yeah,
I thought they were introduced.
Lickers are always in.
Oh, I thought they were
introduced from the very first.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not very well versed in the lore.
Yeah.
So.
But that on top of the fact that the main antagonist is chasing you throughout the game. So at any given moment, there was a part in the game where I'm talking to this cop and he just pops up and kills the dude right in front of me. And it's like, and then in the old one, they would say, they would ask you, they would be like, do you want to fight him or run away? Uh-huh. So obviously if you choose yes, then you fight him. If not, then you can choose to run away or whatever.
Right.
But it was intense, man.
That's good, man. That means it's gonna have that. It's gonna be nerve wracking.
Hopefully they keep with the same. They keep that same energy. If they keep that same energy, I'm gonna love that game. Well, I mean, if they change it, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, what you're gonna have to hope for is an increase in aggression from Mr. X, because they already have that feeling. When Mr. X was in the building with you, it was that he will not stop chasing you. He didn't have a rocket launcher, so that might be different. It's that, yeah. It's just you can hear how hard he's stepping, how far away he is from it, like directionally, and you're like, oh, I don't have time. Just pick up something, keep running, and he'll continue. Even if you run, you can slowly hear in the faint, like the sound was great. You can hear him, and you're like, I don't got time.
If they ever make a new Marvel game, and they put Resident Evil reps, there's a chance I might main Mr. X.
Because he was just fists. Like he'll go up to you and just punch you until you're dead. So I'm assuming they use that sort of AI and then added the tentacle thing to give him range, and they might give him the rocket launcher, which makes him probably dumb hard to kill. So
yeah, it's like it takes an insane amount of health to kill him.
So yeah,
and I mean, even though you don't kill him, it's like you just, I guess, knock him out or whatever, and then you get the health pack, and then he's gone, because then he shows up throughout the game in other areas.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be that, and the thing that's gonna make it worse, I think, than the old PlayStation game is because this is gonna be without loading screens. Like just because you hit a door to go to the safe room, it's not gonna be like loading screen and stuff. It's just gonna be the door opens and you gotta keep booking.
Which means that
if he did that to you before, he's gonna grab you before.
I really hope they do that, because if they do that, then it's exactly what you said. Like you're gonna be running for your life the entire time.
Yeah.
So I hope that they like do that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like this could be huge.
They seem to keep the same energy with Resident Evil 2 when they made it. I think the only thing they changed was like routing, like so you don't know, like you already know where to go. They changed like where some enemies were and like some ways you go, and they saw how well they did with this game off of just basically making it look prettier and doing that. So I'm assuming, but it is Capcom. But I'm assuming they got the recipe down for that, and now they're just gonna.
I hope so.
I guess, yeah.
I have to double check if the studio is the same developers.
If it's done right,
it's gonna be your top 10.
It's gonna be all over YouTube, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be all over YouTube about how this dude is chasing you throughout the entire game.
Yep. And everyone who played the old ones would be like, we've been known that.
Yeah.
Like, this is our second run at this. We ran it back.
What I'm waiting for is the mods.
Yes, because remember what happened with Mr. X when they put X go and give it to you as the mod? Yeah, I want to see the mods for him, dude. That'll be funny.
How Jill looks, at least on the face.
They added her custom. Oh, the face. That's it. They added her old costume as I think if you pre-order it.
Yeah, I don't mind the costume. Her face looks weird to me. Either her face or her hair.
The Carlos dude looks dope. He's gonna be my Miguel, dude. Yeah. He's ready for Guerra right now, dude. Like, I'm digging it. And I think that's it, people, for this week's. Yeah, but when I saw that trailer, I was hyped.
Yeah.
That got me. I'm like, yes, this is like what you need, Capcom. You need some faith in your company, and this is how you do it.
And they're already doing right by the non-fighting games. They need to put faith in the rest of it.
I think that's it. Megalobox. Yeah, we're good.
Bye,
no fan mail. Hashtag bye Broly.
Hashtag fuck GT Goku.
And that
Hashtag February, I think, is the finals for the tour. So that's maybe when we're going to get information on the next season.
Or maybe sequel.
People have been data mining it since Broly came out, and there's stuff that's labeled like S3 and then like art stuff. So I think there is going to be a third season.
Oh, so they're just going to add another season? Okay. You'd think it would be after like that's 2 seasons. It'd maybe do an expansion to rework some mechanics. Like, you know how Street Fighter does when they're like, oh, let's add a V-trigger or something, or to change like each character to do something different.
Maybe they'll just do that with a patch. Maybe they will do like season 3 is like a separate update. Like, so 2.0 for BB Tag was an expansion.
Oh, okay. So I guess it makes sense.
It was a free expansion for like the balance patches, but if you bought the expansion, you got like the characters, the 9 characters.
Okay. Something like that would be nice because the game can use some structural changes.
Like, I'm excited for who they'll put in, minus the Goku that's going to be in the season.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm waiting for the patch notes. I want to see what they do with GT Goku.
If they do anything at all. Maybe they might just buff everyone else. And say, oh, we got it. Now they can go up against GT Goku. That's an easy way out. Whew. My gosh. Notable releases this week. Hades. Coming out on Steam now. So everyone who doesn't want to support Epic Store, you have access to Hades now as of today.
If you buy, I don't remember the range of time. If you buy Hades, at least today, you get a free copy of Pyre.
And Brian, I think you swore by that game, so...
Narrative-wise, it was cool. Gameplay was cool. There's a loop after you beat it to do certain stuff. Like end-game stuff.
Uh-huh.
Soundtrack's still there. Voice acting's still there. I enjoyed Pyre. Hades, the same thing minus the last boss. I recommend you buy them if you haven't played them.
I have to check, but I don't know if they're going to have the same build like the build parity. So every update that comes out on the Epic Store is going to be on Hades now?
I'm not sure about that. I would assume so, though.
Okay. So yeah, Hades is on Steam. If you're waiting for it to be on something other than Epic, now's a chance. You get a free game with it. That sounds like a good deal to me. And of course, Shovel Knight. It's fine. I think it's his final expansion. Comes with a new campaign. You play as King Knight, and the 4-player melee style fighting game portion is out. Shovel Knight Showdown is a fighting one, and then Shovel Knight King of Cards is out. A new campaign, people. You know what that means if you're a fan of my channel. There's going to be another playthrough of Shovel Knight, but this time as King Knight. So lit.
Are you gonna get that fighting game thing?
I thought it comes with Treasure Trove. Does it not?
It's
separate?
I don't know.
Brian, you need to know the answers. I have to double check. I thought that there was. You're gonna pick Plague Knight. Like, you're gonna zone. Like, as soon as I saw he was a playable character, I'm like, Brian's character is picked.
But also Tinker Knight's playable.
But Plague Knight's more of a zoner than. Well, anyway, in the campaign he was when I played as him. He has hella options. So I don't know what is actually his moveset, but I figured Plague Knight would be yours. And Randall's is definitely Spectre because he can dash everywhere.
What game are we talking about?
The Shovel Knight game I played, they added a new like 4-player versus mode, like a fighting thing. So you can play as these characters so far, I think, which is Knight, Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, King Knight, Shield Knight, the Dark Knight. What's the dark one that's in the first boss you fight?
Black Knight, I think.
Yeah, the guy who spins the air one. That reminds me of the Mega Man boss. Oh, Vega, sorry. The Mole one, Mole Knight, I think it was. The underwater one, Polar Knight, which I think he's probably gonna be a big body, like he hits hard. Tinker Knight, and then the golden armor dudes with the shield for some reason. And I think you can unlock other characters too.
All right, so quick, and then you can go on to the rest of it.
Go for it.
This comes out this week. Game Awards.
It came out today.
This came out today, but I mean, like, within this week.
Yeah.
Game Awards the same week. I think they're gonna announce the character for Smash, the last character. Now I was thinking Master Chief, because usually you end like a pass with a bang.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, they got Xbox people in here. I thought for a bit Kratos, but he was in the PlayStation All Stars. I don't think they're gonna put him in.
I don't see Sony going in there.
Now that you say this, they can celebrate the Shovel Knight game and help sell it by putting a Shovel Knight character.
Who do you think? Because Shovel Knight and Shield Knight are already in the game, and I think Plague Knight is a sticker, isn't he?
Yeah, but so is Ryu, I think.
Oh, okay.
They can do... Okay, so I'm hoping Plague Knight. But it's either going to be Spectre Knight or King Knight. Whichever one feels the most different gameplay-wise.
I haven't seen how it's going to play when I play a King Knight. I haven't seen gameplay because I'm like... As soon as I saw they announced they're going to have another Knight campaign, I'm like, I don't have to see it. Everyone they've picked, it's been fun to play. It's a completely different play style for each. I never thought I'd be playing a zoning knight or character, and Plague Knight turns you into a zoner. And then Spectre's out here giving you some weird air combos. I'm like, I don't play like this. I just go forward and hit, and it works. So now whatever Knight is, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm excited for that. So definitely that's gonna be on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be playing through King of Cards. I don't know when. I gotta check if I have it. I thought it was part of the treasure trove, but now Brian has me second guessing.
I don't know, dude.
And then for movies, the new Jumanji movie comes out this weekend. I saw the first one, was really funny, so I'm looking forward to watching this. Adam Sandler's new drama movie's out. It's called Uncut Gems. I'm gonna watch it because I've heard good things that he does a good job in it.
See that.
And then the movie about the Fox fiasco, Bombshell, comes out this week. I don't know anything about it besides that it's like a based on a true story kind of thing. And then for music, I didn't see anything on there, but I don't know if you can check if there's anything on there you're looking forward to that comes out this week. In terms of albums, they usually drop singles like nothing.
It's loading for me. Blake Sheldon, I guess, no, but not this week. I don't care about Stormzy. I think is a UK rapper.
Oh, okay. You gonna listen to it?
I think I'm done listening. I skipped so many albums that mattered. I think I'm just gonna wait till next year.
Gotcha. And next year, I'm already gonna tell you what's gonna be the top next year. So,
the next Frank album.
No.
For the songs he released, I don't think so.
No. I think that's it, peeps. Kelsey had to leave early, so we don't know what he's doing this week besides the Game Awards with us. Brian, what are you doing the rest of this week?
Oh, I'm not gonna stream Thursday because we're doing the Game Awards, so I guess I'll stream something tomorrow. There's a high chance I'm just playing more Broly.
There you go, Randall. So you can see Brian's tech, so you can take him down with your cell.
Okay. Anthony's a stand-up comedian now.
Yes, I told you it was funny. The heck?
Yeah, I'll either do that or maybe work on music again. One of those two, probably.
Okay.
And then Game Awards Friday, I'll stream. I don't know what I'll stream. There's a chance it's gonna be more Broly. Yeah. So you guys will find out as I find out what I'm gonna stream because I don't know yet.
Do it live, That's what I keep hearing. All right, Randall, what you got planned, man? You gonna play some new Tekken characters or what? Or maybe Broly? Neither. You gonna see if you can beat the Clippers?
take the Magic to the fucking grand finals?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what I got planned this week other than working hard. So we'll see. It's up in the air. I mean, I'm gonna play something. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play though.
Okay.
There's no more games coming out on Stadia anytime soon.
Borderlands 3 is coming out soon, but I don't think you play that. The new Ghost Recon, I think, is coming out as well. There's some other stuff that I remember off the top of my head.
Darksiders, but we keep neglecting Gears.
Yeah. Oh, I did play the first chapter of Darksiders to make sure how it ran.
Piece of shit.
Just to make sure if I wanted to steal Strife from you. I can't do that to you, Ryan. Like, no, you're gonna love Strife. I can't do that to you. Like, you can do finishing moves, right? And he stabs the gun inside the person and then fires. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this to him. But War's pretty fun. I tried it for a little bit, and then after I finished the first chapter, I'm like, yeah, we got to play this. So let's finish Gears because we really need to play Darksiders. It's really it feels great, and you can get your horse at any time, almost. Everyone has a horse, so you can to traverse. You can just grab your horse and just attack from or shoot people from your horse.
I read a review that apparently this game has a good amount of content.
Okay, I'll take their word. That's good because so the one chapter I played, I'm like, no, we got to play this.
How many plays is it?
2. One plays as Strife, and the other plays as War. And from the beginning, it lets you know the other 2 are off doing something else during the story. So if they're gonna add them, it'll be like DLC after that doesn't make sense to the story because Death and Famine.
No, Fury.
Fury. They're out doing something else apparently. So you're being told by the council to go stop whatever the devil has planned against humanity. They already have a bunch of lore written. I'm like, holy crap. The cutscenes aren't like Darksiders 1 or 2 where it's like 3D and it's like 2D drawn. But it's still the lore's there, the voice acting's there so far. Again, this is all chapter 1. So I don't know if it's like tanks after this, but so far I'm like, okay, they still have that lore. The horsemen are here. We're doing stuff. It seems cool.
All right, so
Samael's in it. Let's go.
When I get home on Saturday, we're gonna speedrun Gears.
Yeah, we gotta. What time do you get home Saturday?
I get off. So we're doing inventory.
Not when you get off, Ryan. I need to know when you get home.
No, that's what I'm saying. So we're doing inventory. I don't know how long that's gonna take. If it's like a normal workday shift, I'll be there like at 7 or something.
Damn it, 6. You do stuff at PM. That's fucking. I usually do all the gaming when Janiana's at work, and that's at 8 a.m. until 4:30.
I mean, I was ready to whatever day that was, and you're like, oh, I wasn't even awake at this time.
Oh, yeah, for some reason Sunday I woke up like at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. And I'm like, okay, no. That's most of our time. But I wanted to speed on it in one session. So we can do it. Gotcha. We can try again on Sunday morning. Like we're in the middle of a podcast. We're trying to plan the rest of the week.
Oh, it is. What are you doing this week?
That's true. But we can do it Sunday morning. We have to if we can just sprint by it. I can record it and have it uploaded and we could be done with Gears.
How far are we?
I don't know. We have to look it up. I forgot I gotta watch the end of the latest video to see what act we're on, and see how much we got left to do. So then we can start playing Darksiders because the one chapter I'm like, damn it! Why did I tell him we had to finish Gears first? All right, so we'll figure that out, I guess. So yeah, maybe some Gears this week to finish it off. I don't even know if I'll stream. I just record it and then move on. Like, and then me tomorrow. Yeah, I guess I can stream some tomorrow. Probably some Modern Warfare. Or if not, I'll stream tomorrow. Me trying to fix Bryant's computer. Like I'll remote in there and we'll look at the event viewer. I got to figure out what the heck is wrong with the computer. It keeps crashing randomly at games we're playing, like in the middle of a game. Like, I don't know.
I was thinking about trying Guild, but I don't know.
I need to try Guild as well because it's supposed to be like an adventure game, like a horror adventure game.
I thought he cut off, so I thought he said I need to try Guilty Gear. I was like, what?
Nah, it's not on Stadia.
I wanted to play more Samurai Showdown and more Destiny, but I don't bring my controller to me during work because that means there's something else someone can talk to me about, and I don't want
Yeah.
to talk to you.
Oh, facts.
So when I'm on my break, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yo, I understand that. As soon as it's like lunchtime, I'm like, yo, everyone get the heck away from me.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I think that's it. You said what you got to do this week. You said, and then, yeah, so tomorrow maybe I'll be on Discord tomorrow. Maybe just stream me just hanging out. Then we'll try to fix your stuff, and then I don't know. Like you can share your screen with me. We'll do something.
Okay.
Let's see if we can figure out what the heck is wrong.
You beat Metro Exodus, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Talk about like
that's the one with his wife, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got her in the second game. That's the third game. Remember that?
Okay.
It's just I think the only one that's on Stadia right now is the third game. But that game looks great.
I think it's the first one.
No, Metro Exodus is the third game.
It just says Metro Exodus.
That's the third one.
What was
the first one's
called?
Metro 2033, then Metro Last Light, and now Metro Exodus.
Okay.
They're all visually fantastic. Like the environment artists, the shader guy who wrote the shaders for like the shadows, lighting, all of it. The engine they're using is great.
And the average amount of time for just the main story of Gears, 10.5 hours. If we rush it, apparently, 8 hours.
I mean, we already have like how many episodes I have on my channel, and they're all like an hour each. I think we're close. Then I would imagine we're close. I'll check after when I start uploading where we're at.
Like it's to the point where I might just start playing it on easy just to get through it.
I don't think that's not gonna save us that much time, because I'm already playing it on easy, and none of us are dying. So like it's just
I just my gun's dying. I have no ammo all the time.
Oh right, because yours takes up more bullets. So perhaps that'll help. I don't know.
I just need to get through it. I'm not invested in this story anymore.
That's fine. I just need to finish it because for completion's sake for recording it. All right, well then we'll do that. I just gotta play. I gotta keep playing Red Dead. Every time I think you say State, I'm like, oh, I gotta. Because for me, Red Dead, I can't just hop in like playing Wolfenstein. Or I can just go in there, kill a bunch of Nazis, and just leave. Well, Red Dead is like you gotta get into it. Like you start sitting there, I get on Keith, I get my revolver, slowly go on to do my next mission. Dude, I gotta go, pet Keith a bit. Oh, you good boy, and then, like you gotta get into it. It's a slow grind up to like immersion, dude. But like, I don't think I have that block of time, so I'll actually probably do that on Saturday then. Well, since you're gonna be working, so yeah, I might do that. Sit down and play that, or just play Control again. So I'm still playing Control on Xbox, so
I need to play that too. There's too many things. That's gonna be Fire Emblem.
Yeah, you voted for it and you're still not even done with it. Oh my god, now we're rambling. It's already 2.5 hours. All right, so that's what we're doing, I guess. Thursday, Game Awards. Javi says I love getting immersed into games, so it's perfect for me. Yeah, like Red Dead. Once you're in that groove, once you're in there, like just on your horse. Because I play the whole thing in first person, so I don't see Arthur Morgan unless the game like backs out to do whatever. So it's just me on my horse. You see the camera moving like very naturally, and me talking to Dutch and stuff. Or when it comes to gunfights, I'm like hiding behind stuff, and you see my arm come out, and it's just. I am Arthur Morgan. All right, Randall, tell him. Okay or not? The heck?
I hate westerns.
Whatever, dude. You're gonna be what I'm saying right now. You're gonna be saying for Cyberpunk.
That's different, man. Cyberpunk is future. That's the future.
I guess it's different thematically. So, what's wrong, Brian? You look like you read some unsettling news.
No, just.
All right.
Nothing.
I guess we'll move on then. Yeah, Thursday Game Awards, 8:30 Eastern. So I guess I'll start my stream then, or a little bit before then, to make sure all the audio stuff's working and the overlay and whatnot. And then we'll see some. Today PlayStation said there's gonna be a full trailer for Ghost of Tsushima, and can that game please come out already?
There's what? Say that again.
Because they showed a preview trailer for Ghost of Tsushima today, and it said that the full trailer is gonna be at Game Awards.
Oh, snap.
And the little thing they showed, I'm like, Environment looks fantastic. It's vibrant. The
It's
samurais,
different?
the armor looks fantastic. It looks great, Randall.
It's different than what we've seen.
Yeah, it was new footage. It looks great. So if there's more footage, I just want to see it. I want to play it. It looks great, Randall.
I'm not gonna watch anything new. They sold me on the first thing. Whenever it's out,
You're just gonna close your eyes when it comes on.
I'm just not gonna pay attention.
I'll let you know. It starts up with yellow trees, and then the camera pans with like a black smoke somewhere. So when you see that, you can look away because it's gonna be that trailer. But Joe, the trees look great, rendered great. Like I don't know why. It just looks great. So yeah, there's gonna be other trailers during the Video Game Awards. Ghost of Sushi is PS4 only, right? They haven't. I don't think they've confirmed. They just said PlayStation, so that might be. We'll see. I have to double check. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if they've confirmed it's only PS4.
I still need to play Medieval on your PS4.
Yeah.
There's no way to delete your saves on Stadia.
Depending on the game. Why?
Because there's something that I did on NBA 2K20 that I want to delete, and now
There's no save slots. That's why I just spit. There's no save slots on NBA 2K because there's save slots in Dark Side of Genesis.
Yeah, there is.
Then you can delete your save slot.
But it doesn't show a save slot for this particular thing.
Then you might have to live with it, man. Because right now there's no save management for it. Maybe they'll add that later. He got drafted, he said?
He got drafted to the fucking Wizards.
Nah, that's not what happened. I went to go create a player for like the actual story.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like they're gonna allow me to change customize my face like I did before. And they you can pick from the default faces, custom default faces, but you can't. It doesn't look like you can tweak them.
That might be because of they have it there. It's probably like heavily animated for the cutscenes, so they only rigged up like 4. I would imagine so, because I'm assuming like when you're playing with your other character, his face doesn't move that much when you're playing in game.
No, it moves considerably.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I have nothing else. I don't know why they did that then.
I don't either. And it's stupid because you can't go back and change anything. Like once you pick the face, that's it. That's it. You're stuck with this face. There's no going back.
And you picked like an ugly one or something?
I just hit the button just to see what was next, thinking that according to design, intelligent design, you should be able to back out or back up to your previous screen. Nah.
Or like give you are you sure there's no turning back confirmation?
Yeah.
They just said, nah, he hit A. He's living with this. That's unfortunate, Randall. That I know of, currently there's no save manager. Maybe they'll add it. I mean, Stadia's roadmap is really full right now because they still have a bunch of stuff to add, and we'll see how that works. I don't work for them, so I have no idea what their roadmap, their timeline is. Okay. I think we're done here. 2.5 hours. The end of the year has been getting like super lengthy. So yeah, Thursday. Sorry, I didn't even finish. Thursday, Game Awards, 8:30 Eastern. We're gonna be streaming it, our live reactions for it. So you can come watch us on twitch.tv/ADLR or mixer.com/ADLR or youtube.com/ADLR plays. Wherever your cup of tea is, and we'll be reacting to it. All the hype moments, but maybe some cool announcements for new games. I'm sure there's gonna be more Last of Us. Ghost of Tsushima is going to be there. And they said that there's a bunch of games that hasn't been leaked that they're going to announce there. So hopefully some cool stuff. And then we'll see who wins Game of the Year. I swear to you guys, I better not hear what a Death Stranding Game of the Year. Randall, for the safety of my own safety.
For the safety of your
my own safety. I don't want to hear it.
You might.
need them.
Go ahead.
You just need to what?
Not lose. I need to keep the streak going.
That's what Brian's worried about. He's gonna be sweating not to see who wins, just to make sure he's got the points. I think the esports section is gonna destroy us. It's gonna once we get to that point, it's gonna be for up for grabs.
I think you should just come to peace with the fact that there's a possibility that it might get Game of the Year.
Randall, there's no way. Did you see the rest of the games on there?
It doesn't matter.
They're actual games.
Doesn't matter.
The reason why I don't think it's gonna happen is because the game's not even like a month old, and I don't see anyone talking about it anymore.
Oh my God, Randall! I
Like
can't.
God of War came out at the beginning of the year, and then
We were
up
still
until Game
talking about it.
Awards,
Yeah,
like yo, this shit's lit.
yeah. Everyone still loved God of War, Spider-Man. Like it was those two are close contenders, and they're both Sony exclusives. Like Death Stranding is a Sony exclusive, but boy, I don't care about it anymore. Like they're talking about, Death Stranding's coming to PC. I'm like, so?
Ooh.
The heck? All right. So that's about it. Episode 74 of the ADLR Podcast is a wrap. We have one more. Oh, I guess, yeah, housekeeping, I guess. One more episode next week will be our final episode for the year. We will be going over our personal top movies, games, and music of 2019. And since it's the end of a decade, we'll be going over our personal top movies, games, and music of this decade from 2010 to 2019. I forgot to ask you guys how far you guys. Brian, you said you're done, right?
Mm-hmm.
With both your lists.
Mm-hmm.
Randall, where you at
I'm just doing music now.
for both 2019 and decade?
Yeah.
Okay, I finished mine already for both, and I think I still got to swap some stuff over. My games I think my games is solid, but we'll see. The one that was difficult for me for both is movies. I'm sorry, no, the decade movie was the one I'm like, how?
Yeah.
The movies are easy. The games one for the decade, I still feel like two of
You're
them
missing?
are on here that shouldn't be here.
Oh, because you couldn't find the real ones that's supposed to be there?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my decade for my games one, and I'm like, there's no way. Like, most of my list is not trash. It's just like, these are the ones I picked. Like, I went to buy the year, and I looked at as many games as possible that came out that year, and I'm like, this stands out, this stands out, this stands out. And from there, I'm like, I can't live without these games.
Hmm.
Like, removing this from my memory, you're removing like an era of my life. That makes sense?
Yeah,
Like, an easy one, Brian, you already know Borderlands 2's on there.
same.
Like, that is an era
Do you
for
have
us.
Hotline Miami on?
Yeah, Hotline Miami is on there. Like, that is a part of my life.
I just now remembered about Shovel Knight, so I just put that on there.
Yeah, Shovel Knight I put on there. That is a part of my life. Shovel Knight is like, that's easy. Those are easy ones. I'm like, that's part of the decade. But like, we'll see I'll show you. You'll know the order when we get there next week. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a great conversation, and we're probably gonna crap on each other's lists. Randall, I'm looking at you. I can't wait to see your list
Why?
for games.
Why?
Because I swear, if it's just fighting games, Randall, I'm gonna be really upset.
Actually, there's no fighting games on it.
Excellent. That's okay. Good. So we're not gonna be crapping on your game.
If I hear, yeah, I was gonna
Street
say, if I hear
Fighter,
Street
yeah.
Fighter 5
I'm like,
again,
no, there's no way, Randall.
There's no fighting games on any of the lists.
Oh, that's good.
2019 or the decade.
Oh, the decade. Oh, look at you. Okay, we're
if
good.
it's down the decade, then you just haven't realized what's come out this decade. And I'll leave it at that.
So that means there's probably a fighting game that you do really like. That
He's
you
talking about Dragon Ball, but it's not on it.
I'm not talking about
He's
that.
probably
so that
talking
was
about Tekken.
A hard L on that one.
Well, he's probably talking about Tekken.
Not talking about Tekken either. You guys can't block, can you?
You know I can't. I'm always hitting square. So
I don't know,
fighting
really.
game that came out this year that Randall will
No,
definitely
decade.
add,
I said
or decade that Randall definitely needs to add.
We'll find out next Tuesday, won't we?
Yeah, I guess so. Once Randall finishes his list, be like, so you forgot this, and Randall's gonna be like, dang. All right.
No, because I mean, it could either be the Marvel games, like Marvel vs. Capcom.
It is Marvel vs. Capcom.
2. Well, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 came out in like 2011 or some junk like that.
No,
Two? Did you
2
say
came out
two?
in like 90s, maybe late.
I
or
mean,
early
I'm
2000s.
talking about 3.
3. Okay.
No, 2. Yeah, I think 2 came out in like 2011.
Javi said Skullgirls Nimrods. I know that's on Brian's list, so.
Randall, are you really trying to tell me Marvel 2 came out in this decade?
No, Randall. I even know that, and I didn't even play that game.
I can't remember.
There's
Do you have it up?
Do I have what up?
Yo,
Marvel 2?
No,
I
Marvel.
can guarantee
No.
it's like 2003, I think.
There's no
Where's
way.
Capcom 2 came out 2000, February 24, 2000.
Yeah, I was gonna say There's no freaking way that came out this decade. That's the beginning of last decade.
So it's either that or
it has to be Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like that's what you guys played
that's
a
why
lot.
I said Marvel game. So it's either the Marvel versus or.
What else did you guys play religiously? Those are the games you guys
That's
played
what
a
he
lot.
said?
Well, I would imagine that's why Bryant's saying it because you played it a lot.
Then it would be those.
We'll find out. He said he will find out next week. When
It
so
wasn't Tekken and it wasn't
Dragon Ball.
Skullgirl.
Dragon Ball's definitely not on mine.
I didn't expect that to be on either of yours. That's what I was saying. But if I heard Dragon Ball from either of you guys, I'm like, there's no way. Out of the 10 games that came out in the 10 years, Dragon Ball's on there? No. No, absolutely not.
No.
All right, we're hyping this episode up so everyone you can hear our list next week. I mean, I gave like 3 or 4 of them already for my games anyway. Next week, 8 p.m. Eastern, final episode of the year. Our top lists. I'm gonna call it the top list episode, but spell it right. Randall, you liked it? Whatever, dude. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.